for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Just wanted to say, if you came here, you are awesome, 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 awesome. Mountain Goat Productions, bringing something different to YouTube. Make sure you tap back in. Leave me a goat emoji in the comments. Stamp it.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
What's crack-a-lackin', Nick? What's up, Chad?
What? Fancy
Hey,
meeting you
Golden
here.
Hour.
Fancy that. Welcome, everyone. Let you know when I'm home. Yeah, you better, because I got your number. You do it, lady. You got to come up. You got to come up. You got to show up and come up. All right, now.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see some of the new faces, some of the new voices. I'm looking to be mesmerized.
Yeah, mesmerized. Now, why have I got that banner there? That's a bit boring. Let's go with a different banner. How about that one? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because we up in the mountains right now where the altitude is high.
Mm-hmm.
The air is thin.
Yep, it is thin.
Interesting learning about some of them Aussie slangs earlier.
Oh, the Aussie slangs, yeah. Look, it's a funny thing. Like, I knew that there was something wrong with the word cantaloupe. I'm like, I'm sure that it's called something else, and we got it. It was rock melon. You know, it was.
Yeah, I've never heard the rock melon saying before. I heard about the honey-do melon, but not the rock melon.
Well, honeydew is a different melon to the rock melon, but they're still got the word melon in it. Yeah. Cantaloupe is what is this word? Where does it come from?
You know what is a weird thing about the cantaloupe? I actually bought one of them out of the shop. You know, the round ones with that saggy looking skin?
Saggy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
Saggy
I call it
skin.
saggy. It looks saggy. It is
Yeah.
actually crawled my skin. But I planted a seed from one of those, and do you know I did not get that type of cantaloupe come back?
What came back? Oh my God. Is this a horror story?
No, the cantaloupe that actually grew, it looked like a papaya. Yes, it grew on. It was on the ground. The tree itself was a wine, like a watermelon wine. And when it started to blossom, I was excited to see that when I saw the blossom. But what grew, I was expecting, the cantaloupe out the shop, but something else grew from the seed, and it was like long, and it was yellowish with a green streak running through it.
Wow.
So it almost looked like what I would call the melon with the green, like the funny green design. We call them the panther melon.
Panther melon.
Yeah.
Are you saying panther or are you saying panther?
Yeah, panther, Panther. Panther.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, those are like the melons with like the green stripes running through it.
Wow.
But almost like in a camouflage style. But yeah, that's what actually a melon that looked like that grew from the cantaloupe. And I'm like, I don't know what type of cantaloupe is this, but it was sweet. I know that.
Oh, you ate it. Okay.
That was very sweet. I wouldn't have grown that. It's like, what? I couldn't wait for that to ripe. But that was weird. I've never seen that before.
No, that's weird. And I've grown some little tiny watermelons before. They were very cute. They were about twice the size of a tennis ball. They were very sweet. They were delicious. I love them.
Well,
I love them. They were very cute.
now that was the size they grew, or that's just how that
They were,
particular.
yeah, they were like a dwarf version of a watermelon. A dwarf.
Okay, never,
Yeah,
I've never heard that before.
and they were super sweet. Now, I I don't know if Auntie Leah's going to turn up, but I do have a couple of songs lined up just to keep the flow going. Right now, let me see here. All right, I have got. I have got a couple of songs here. I've got two brand new ones. And I don't know. I want to wait for one of them for Auntie Leah. I'll have to check which one it was. But we'll see if she's going to turn up. Let's see if I can multitask what my question is to somebody that's not here.
Yeah, not joking to me. You're right. The flowers. Yeah, we call them the blossom. The blossom on the vine or the blossom on the tree.
Mhm.
The minute you see that, I mean, for watermelon, that's within the first 2 or 3, within the first 3 weeks, you see the flower. Yeah, that definitely turns into the melon. So the way the cantaloupe blossom up, it was similar to the watermelon. If I were to say, yeah, it was similar.
Okay. Right. So I can't play that one. Not yet. I will if Auntie Leah turns up. But how about?
I know you got all kind of songs in your underground garage.
I do. The smaller the melon, the sweeter. That's it. That's what they were. They were so sweet and delicious. They tasted a bit like fairy floss. They were so yum.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, how many? We've got seven. We've got 7 in for 7 minutes in. 7 people for 7. I like that. That's a good number. So, how about? Would you like to hear a Caribbean number? I never remember which one of these two songs it is.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear how close you come to my spice.
Alrighty. Which one is it? I don't know which one. If I don't like the one I'm going to play, I'm going to play it twice. All right. So I'll play this one first. This one.
Wake up this morning with the sunrise in my mind. Feeling the moment, leaving illusion behind. No chains of worry, no fear I need to find. Just the rhythm of life moving through space and time. Consciousness, so sweet awareness, seeing the world through the eyes of oneness. No division, no false disguise, just me and the world with an open eye. The river flowing, teach me how to be still. Mountains whisper truth beyond the thrill. No need to follow where ego wills. This higher knowing, it's the deeper chill. Over the noise, I hear a call. The voice within beyond the wall. Roots get deeper, leaves grow tall. When you see the self in one and all.
What do you think? What do you think, Temper?
I like that. I always like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's them ones you sit down and you blaze your log to that.
That's it. That's it. Now, I'm going to launch straight into another one because I'm feeling it. All right. Just going to I'm feeling my coffee. I'm very hungry, but I'm just having a coffee. Now, what is this other song? Where is it? Oh, here we go. This is a good one. I like this one. This is called "I Love That You Spend Time with Me." This is for everyone that's here and everyone that's not here and everyone that watches this on the replay. This song goes out to you guys. This is Mountain Goat Productions. I love that you spend time with me. Here we go.
I love that you spend time with me, time with me, time with me, time with me. Ooh, I love that I spend time with you, time with you, time with you, time with you, time with you. Grand rising, it's a brand new day. Let's get to work or let's finish work. Either way, it will end in the best way. Time to lift your spirits up, all the way, all the way. I love that you spend time with me, time with me, time with me, time with me. I love that I spend time with you, time with you, time with you, time with you, time with you. Grand rising, it's a brand new day. Let's get to work or let's finish work. Either way, it will end in the best way. Time to lift your spirits up, all the way, all the way.
All right. G'day, Just Risa. Now,
Hey,
thanks
just
for coming.
reset. Hey, Golden Aura.
Now, it's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, I know. Look, we were live on Temper's channel for a good 4 hours. So, and it was pretty heavy. It was a pretty heavy topic. Yeah, we're on the same day. It's almost 1 a.m. there, and it's almost 4 p.m. in the future. No, on the same day. I've got to stop saying that when it's not right. Yep, it's almost 4 p.m. local time here. Yeah, we're definitely on the same day. So yeah, so we didn't have enough, even though we all did have enough, but we didn't have enough. So we thought we thought it would be a good idea to go live again. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You
I
know?
see you practicing your lingo. What is it? Kick. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
So,
G'day.
what was your inspiration behind that song? Let me just put it out there. What was your inspiration for writing that song?
Because I wrote what was in my heart at the time. It's kind of like if I feel like cooking a meal, it comes from the heart. So that song came from the heart. I just felt it. This is what happens with me when I write a song, right? The lyrics will come into my head and I have to immediately write the song, just write the song, right? And
I
then,
got you. That's how it is with me when it comes to poetry. When I feel it,
oh yeah,
I
yep.
gotta put them words down, and you wouldn't believe. Sometimes I be moving through stuff, and I find a piece of paper with something scribbled down on it. I'm looking at it like, when the hell did I write this? What was I
Yep.
thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. And I found a book on lots of proverbs and things. So Yeah, hey Debbie. Sorry, I'm putting things on the screen, not talking, looking away from the
Hey,
screen. Oh
hey, Debbie, what's up? What's up?
God. And yeah, so yeah, sometimes I get the feeling, I get the lyrics, I make the song immediately. Immediately. I immediately I run and I make the song.
All right.
I, I snap
Well,
photos of my phone of all types of stuff from my memory. Yeah, yeah. And I even made a song out of humming a tune that just popped into my head from outer space, man. This tune popped into my head. I hummed it into this program where I make the songs, and it made some music out of it, and I was like, wow. I don't even know when.
yeah, I experimented with something the other day when I was just playing around with some. It's like, well, to be a good musician,
Mhm.
you should have a command of the language. So, I write poetry a little, so I was like, let me just see what happens if I throw a stanza or some poetry inside one of these apps, one of these
Yeah.
AI generators, and see what happens. And I kind of liked the tone it put, and I was like, interesting,
Well,
very interesting.
here's a little creative tip, right? Poetry turns out really, really well when you put it as lyrics in a song. It really, really comes through uh, in an amazing way. It doesn't have to have a song structure. It just can come out right.
Yeah, because the way the AI was actually singing the song, I was like, hmm. I didn't expect a song. I was looking more for a rap type anthem, but I was like, okay,
Hmm.
I kind of like it. But I noticed at the end of one of the lines, it was saying a word that it should have corresponded with the other line. So I'm like, I don't see a
Mm.
prompt or a command to make this thing do what I want. So I was like, something? Let me add a
Yep.
word or two more and see if I could so I could fill the gap.
Hmm.
And it kind of worked right out with the two words I chose. It kind of played right into the other line. I was like, oh wow, that was
Yep.
easy.
Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's not. Yeah. It's something. Sorry, I'm just gonna see if we can shake Mary from the Bronx out of her slumber if she's slumbering.
Oh, just recent next say she could strike you.
Who's gonna strike me? What? Oh, you know what? You know what? Just Risa. You can. My content is
I
for
was just
is
kidding, just recent.
is for the use of the people. Please, please use my content. My God, that's what I make it for, to be enjoyed and used. And you know, on this particular channel of mine, yep,
Just
yeah,
recent say, hey, I did credit you correctly and didn't want mine.
yeah, no, knock yourself out. Yep, use my content, use my songs. You know, I allow my songs to be remixed, and whatever. I don't care. Do it. Knock yourself out. Thank you. Thanks for the credit. I'm glad I'm making stuff that's worthy of wanting to be used. It's good. Thank you.
Hey Martha, hey Martha.
Yeah, we're
Martha
back.
tapping Martha tapping back in.
Yeah, we're back. We're back now. Right. I was
Sorry
trying
about
to
that,
get.
just recent. Sorry about that. I just say let me just see if I could pull a rabbit out the hat. Let me see what happens if I say this to just Risa. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to, you know.
I'm trying to get Mary from the Bronx here. Debbie is calling for you. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. All
It's
right.
it's funny you don't have a radio. You can't put that song on and put it right ahead.
What song? My
She
song.
the one she goes crazy to beating the drums.
Oh,
Dun,
really? Why?
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh shit! There she is. You speak her name and she
Woo-hoo!
appears.
Wow. How, I knew how much the dragon images affected some people's feelings. Oh, yeah. Go for it. Go for it. I'm telling you. I give you the permission. I'm not in this striking game. I don't care for the strikes. I do not.
No, I ain't into the kicking, the punching, the slapping. No, I ain't into the striking business.
Yep, she is here. She is here. She is here. There's something about
Rezzy,
the Elgie.
what
She
go
is
on,
here.
rude girl? You
The
not
Rocky.
come
Oh,
through.
yeah, the Rocky song. Yeah, look at. I don't know if you got my message, Mary, or what happened, but you're amazing. Here you are. She just turns up. No,
Nah, Mary was in
Mary
the bushes. Yeah, Mary was in the bushes.
That's all right.
That one. If someone was to say I don't believe in coincidences, I would say it. I don't believe in coincidences. That's no coincidence.
That was very interesting. Very interesting. Now, yeah, she was in there. She was in the bushes.
I told you.
Well, yeah. Look, I know what song you're talking about, but let me just let me see here. I have got another song there. All right. Well, I wonder. I'm going to play this song. I won't play the song I'm saving for Auntie Leah. I nearly said Auntie Mary then. I call Mary Auntie Mary sometimes because she outranks me.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We got
Anyway,
a senior in the division.
we do. All right, I'm going to play my new song, another new song, and here's it first. This is called Living Gently, new song by Mountain Goat Productions. Here we go.
With the sunlight kissing my face, coffee in the air, slowing down the pace. World moves fast, but I take my time, sipping on peace like a glass of wine. Don't need no gold to shine, just good love and peace of mind. There's magic in the mundane, lessons in every little thing. I'm just living gently, breathing deep, dancing through the moments my soul wants to keep. Life ain't perfect, but it's mine. A little crooked, but it feels just fine. Oh, I'm living gently in my own way, letting the music guide the day. Got joy in my flaws, strength in my tears. Been growing through the seasons, not just the years. I plant love where the pain once grew. Now my garden's full of every scar's a melody, singing back my history. Soft and wild, I let it flow, like the river always knows. I'm just living gently, breathing deep, dancing through the moments my soul wants to keep. Life ain't perfect, but it's mine. A little crooked, but it feels just fine. Oh, I'm living gently in my own way, lost, I close my eyes, find my rhythm, and I realize gently to living deep, just like a breeze to the moments my soul wants to keep. Life ain't perfect, but it's fine. A little crooked, but it feels just fine. Oh, I'm living gently in my own way, letting the music guide the day. Sometimes life don't need to be loud to be full. Sometimes quiet is the real groove.
Yeah, I like that too. Are you right, sir?
Ay, 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 ay. Wow.
Aye, aye, aye.
Oh, wow. Boy, nigga, I don't even know what to say to that. That one take my breath away.
Wow.
That one literally take tempo breath away. It's like,
Wow. Well, you know, this could be. I really want Auntie Leah here, right? But she may have dozed off already. I don't blame her, right? But I've got another song. If you think that one was good, you wait until you hear the next one that I've made. Oh my
okay,
God.
so if your next song confirms what your first song and your second song
Mm-hmm.
made me think about, then I'll explain. I'll actually open up on my thought. Go right ahead, play it. Let me hear it.
Ooh. All right, let me just get through these comments and I will put the next song up. You know how I said I had a creative block?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I cleared it. I sorted it out.
You see Resi comment?
Making baby music. Yeah.
That's that MBM, boy. That's that MBM. I call it bumping music. That's that bumping music.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she might be sleeping. But you know what? I reckon that the second that I press play on this song, Auntie Leah is going to turn up. The baby comments, yeah. You know, I wanted a peaceful song, but I wanted a soulful song because of the words, you know.
Yeah, that right there, boy. That give me that sent me into a Michael Jackson moment. Speechless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that left me speechless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Creatively constipated. Yes, I was. I so was.
But that's a good way to break the block.
Yep, I took that creatively constipated enema.
Mm-hmm.
I produced some really nice tunes. So Auntie Leah is not here, but I think I'm going to have to get this next song out and show you guys. This song, I really love it. It's called. It's that prayer acronym, right? It's pray until something happens, but it's also push. You know,
Okay.
Just push until something happens as well. So I went the push way, right? So here is Mountain Goat Productions' new song, "Push Until Something Happens." Please enjoy.
Some days feel like a long goodbye, like I'm walking under a heavy sky. Dreams don't come when you call them once. You gotta show up, give it all you got. Got no map, just faith and flame. Been falling down, but I rise the same. The world don't bend for a quiet cry, so I stand up loud with fire in my eye. Oh, shake the ground, break the patterns, push till the breakthrough's here. Through every doubt, through every fear, keep on pushing, don't give up the fight. The darkest road still leads to light. They say be patient, but time moves slow when you're planting seeds and nothing grows. But roots run deep where the eyes can't see, and storms make way for clarity. I've been knocked down, I've been ignored, I've screamed to a sky that said nothing before. But now I know it ain't in vain. Pressure makes diamonds from pain. Push until something happens. Keep moving through the madness. Change don't come in silence. Gotta shake the ground, break the patterns, push till the chains don't fall. No such thing as too small. Keep on pushing, keep your soul in sight. You were born for this kind of fight. Push through the no's, push through the slow. Push when you're tired and feeling low. Push with your heart, push with your mind. Push cause the universe answers in time. Push when the weight gets heavy. Push when your spirit's unsteady. Push when they say you won't win. Push, let the breakthrough begin. Push until something happens, even when your soul feels flattened. Cry, scream, sing or pray, but push, baby, anyway. Push till the doors swing wide. You've got fire and truth inside. Keep pushing, push with grace. You're one breath away from a brand new place. Every miracle starts with motion. Push until something opens.
Yes, AI vocals did that.
Yeah, night, Jess Risa. Boy, that's a serious one. That's a very serious one.
Yeah.
So the three of your songs, right? The three of them.
Yep.
It made me think. And I was starting, and I always a deep thinker.
Mhm.
It made me think about relationships, right?
Mhm.
The first one was, spending time or whatever, and that could go both ways, whether relationship or friendship.
Yep.
And then the second one, it made me think more about relationship as someone who was just, they've been through a lot, and they to that point where they just settle and chilling, and when especially the voice that said just relive it, just take the things as the memories that they just want to keep, the rest they can
Yeah,
leave behind.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you heard that lyric. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and it made me think, and then it kind of cued right into the chorus, and I'm like, yeah, I say that's a good eye opener for that from that perspective, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like that, but it really made me think about the word relationship. No matter how you look at it, it's spelled that way for a reason. Relation, then ship.
Mhm.
And it made me kind of in that split time, I kind of started breaking down the word, and I'm like, relationship. I
Mhm.
say, for a ship to sail, although the captain sailing the ship, he needs a
Mhm.
crew,
Yep.
and everyone has to be able to be, to communicate properly. Everyone have to be able to relate. And I'm like, under the relationship, it is the ship that has to sail on the water, to survive, life storms. And I'm thinking, maybe that's why a lot of relationships fail, because people doesn't really think about what that word really means when you put it together. Relationship.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of ships don't really sail, because, So that's
Mhm.
what kind of made me think about relationship, and I like to think about things like that because I mean, the more understanding you gain on something, the more knowledgeable you are of what it is you're getting into, and that's what those three songs kind of made me think about the word relationship. For
And
some people, it means a lot.
yeah, and Friendship is also another ship song,
Yeah,
you know. And when you're in a ship, you're staying afloat. Your head is above water. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and think about it, Nick. Like even with a friendship,
mhm,
um, you and that person. For some people, to earn that word as a friend, like you have to be like what we would call a ride or die type
mhm,
character
yep,
for me, or you for that person to call you a friend, or for you to call them a friend, like go through thick and thin, the
mhm,
voice of the voice, like never turn their back on through it all, like could turn around and
mhm,
say, well, you you really is a friend, you know.
mhm,
But
yep,
even to be a friend, you have to be able to stand the test of time.
mhm,
And that's what
yeah,
that aspect made me think about that. But even in a relationship now, when you move
mhm,
on to the next word, even when you meet someone, before you really take that step, now for some people, now in some cultures and some places,
mhm,
they call it going steady.
yep, yep, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, they got some terms for it, so I got to see if I could, lightly touch them. You call it going steady, or making the big step, or on
mhm,
or having them move in with you, or you move in with them. Even before that process happens, there's still a lot of vetting. For
mhm,
some ladies, they vet the hell out of you. They want to know
mhm,
who your
yep,
mama is, and who your papa is, who your brothers is, your family history, brother. Who are you? They will
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So it's like you do a lot of vetting, whether you're male or female, before you decide to,
of course,
where that step is, getting
yep,
closer to them. You
mhm,
still have to do, you still do a lot of vetting. So that's what the word relationship made me think about. All those little instances, how if you want something to work,
on a
you know,
ship,
yeah, it will be in you. But if you don't want it to work, then that will be seen as well. So some
mhm.
nice songs. Next, take me back into some years. Some real nice songs.
Thank you. Well, I've got a couple of more here that can you believe we're already 40 minutes in. Can you That went really fast, yeah?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's so
40,
strange.
40, 40 minutes and coming up. Yeah.
Mhm. Now, where is it? Oh
Oh,
dear.
Sam said she's home.
Oh, she's home. All right. I'm going to play one song while I check the comments, and this one is called "Feel It Rising." Um, I haven't heard it for a minute, so I can't remember what it's about, but we're going to hear it right now. Here we
Okay.
go.
Midnight sky turns electric blue. Something ancient waking, something new. Cracks in the walls we used to hide behind. Now we're walking through them side by side. Whispers turning into sound. Silhouettes are rising from the underground. Can you hear it building louder with every beat? It's not just hope, it's something concrete. We're feeling the change. It's crashing like waves, breaking down the divide. No more old ways, different and breathe.
Oh my God. Hello,
I'm gonna
Sam.
mute up. Sam's up. I'm gonna mute up. Sam is up.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Not very loudly.
Not very loudly.
Move your mouth closer to the phone, love.
Oh, it's okay. I've got a headset on.
Oh.
How's that? Is that a bit better?
That sounds good.
It's a bit soft.
Well, that's me.
Don't worry, Sam
No.
sounds sophisticated. I can hear it in her voice. She sounds sophisticated.
She's putting her phone voice on.
I am putting my phone. You know. You know. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Sam.
How are you, Temper?
I'm great, and you, my dear?
I'm good now that I've finished work for the week and I have a 3-day weekend coming, so I'm quite chilled.
Okay, you got a holiday. All right.
Well, every weekend's a 3-day weekend for me. I've given up Fridays.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
It's nice.
You know, most people wish they could say that right now.
I know I'm in a lucky position. We have a 3-wage house where I live with my beautiful partner and my elderly mum. So I was losing my mind in my job. So my partner looked at me. She said, "Look, I think you need to drop a day, or I'm going to lose you to a stroke."
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Putting in that work.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm here, Nick.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Well done.
Round of applause. And you got
Wonderful.
such a nice voice.
Oh,
I
Temper,
know,
was
but
born
I
with
knew
it.
this. I knew this, Temper. I knew this. I did not want this secret any longer.
I know how to put it on. If you want, I can put my bogan on for a minute and you can see what a true
Please
Aussie
don't.
sounds
No,
like.
we don't need any bogans here yet. Leave that for Friday when you come back.
Okay.
You know, I gotta ask, what is a bogan?
Oh, how do
I
you
think,
say that?
I could be like Auntie Lee, and I'm thinking about Bougainvillea.
That's a place over here, actually.
Really? I know that as a plant. I mean, a flower.
Bougainvillea, yeah. I think it's a place.
Bougainville, yes.
Yeah.
Papua New Guinea, I believe, up near there.
Yeah, but I think there was a place over here where it was an immigrant camp.
Oh, okay. Bougainville is definitely a town. I'm not sure if it's in
New
Guinea.
Now, does anyone know what? Sorry, does anyone know what? Not joking to me is talking about saying. Do we know the difference between chronic time and kairos time? Kairos.
Interesting concept. Familiar with chronic. Looked up Kairos. Chronic. I probably got to go in the chat.
Here we go. There we go. There's the original. Is anyone familiar with Kairos time versus Chronos time? How about you, Sam?
No
idea.
Nah. The only thing what comes to mind when it comes to Chronos time, you know how those watches have those little other like clock face within the watch?
Yeah.
Like the chronometer. Is it something like that you're referring to? Not joking to me.
Okay. Martha's got it for us. Kairos time in ancient Greek philosophy refers to a qualitative time, qualitative opportune moment. Ooh, distinct and chronological time. I like it. I really like that.
Refers to qualitative opportune moment. Okay. Distinct from chronological time.
So I'm going to ask Sam a question, Temper.
Ooh, pressure.
No pressure. So Sam, can you see the comments?
I can. Yep.
Okay.
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yep. You've got your training wheels on. You are like content creator in training right now.
Oh goodness. Should I put the learner plate on?
No, you don't need your learner's mate. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Ah. It took a while to get the cojones to get up.
The cojones. The
Cojones.
cojones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't shout because my first one, I Nick had to literally pump the butterflies out of my stomach.
Oh, wow. Did I
Actually,
I
ever?
was,
Nick told me
yeah.
about that conversation you had for a little bit before your first show, which I think has helped
A
me.
little. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Listen,
It does.
it's now that you're here, Sam, it's
Mm.
just like a phone call, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's different looking because I have downloaded the StreamYard app on my iPhone, so it's a
Hmm.
very different setup, but it's not that dissimilar, I guess. The
Now,
chat looks very different here.
yep. So I will do you a favor, but not right now.
Mhm.
I am gonna do it right now, right? So I'm going to take a screenshot of how it looks on a laptop and send it to you, but I'll send it to you after you're off the panel. I don't
Cool.
want to muck up your phone.
Yeah, I'm getting
But,
closer to buying a new laptop.
so you can see what it looks like from this end. Because
Oh,
we
Mary.
did,
Mary's beautiful. She said, "I'm proud of you, Sam."
yeah,
Oh, goodness.
yep. So
Love you,
it's
Mary.
just, and not joking to me. We'll pop up whenever you like. Mary can pop up anytime. Did Debbie come back?
Debbie, someone said I'll be right back.
It was Debbie.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, Sam. It was a little, at first, but as I did the first one and then the second one, I mean, you could tell I was kind of nervous. I was nervous as hell. Trust me. Everything
Debbie.
was all good until it said 0
Oh,
and,
countdown
and
over.
time and time to begin. Then it's like, okay, all those words I had, where the hell did they go?
Yeah,
Mine
this
like
is
a
this is
blank
a
piece
good
of paper.
this is a good learning experience. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
But,
Yeah.
Sam, I'm straining to hear you for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Do you want me to put the microphone closer?
Oh, for the love of God, yes, now I can hear you.
Well, I just can't get too close or it'll start to break up the sound.
It's fine. It's perfect.
Okay. Right.
Hooray.
So,
That's better.
hmm so what does Bogan sound like? I want to hear it. Because Nick, you didn't say it. I want to hear it. I can't get the Bogan out of my head now. I want to hear it.
Really? Okay. All right.
Well, I think
Are
that
you
Sam
ready?
might have to take the floor with the bogan.
What the bloody hell do you want to know that for, Temper? Eh? What?
Okay.
What's going on, mate? Are you coming around for a tinny or what? We'll chuck the barbie on. We'll throw a bit of red gum on the fire and get that crack-a-lackin'.
Okay. I like that. I can rock with that.
Mhm.
That's the
I
kind
can
of
rock.
people that Nick and I grew up around. We grew up in the same town, same city, and
Yep.
I grew up in a very rough side of town, and that's pretty much, well, it's kind of in my blood, to be honest.
Now, this town that Sam's talking about, are you talking about Melbourne?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
You're funny. So where I grew up, I grew up about 30 minutes drive from Melbourne
It's still considered a suburb of Melbourne, though.
or Melbourne.
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 But you know what I really couldn't get used to? The driving on the road for like that little half an hour and 45 minutes and hour and plus. I'm like, hold on now, hold on.
What are you
I
talking about,
can't
Temper? Where are you
do.
driving this far?
No, I'm talking about like when I go up to the States and you gotta do those little. I'm like, I can't really do too much of that. It really tires me, Dre. I gotta be honest with you. You're just looking and seeing people farm and more people farm and more people farm.
Were you having a micro sleep while you were driving?
I mean, someone could drive, but definitely just to drive. And sometimes, what? I remember the
Mhm.
first time driving up. It like what we did, like well, everyone was saying if we just take the trip up. This was when I was young.
Mhm.
It was like a family trip. So they were saying if we take the trip up, I mean, it would the money wouldn't be the problem. It's just that they felt as though as kids we would have missed so much driving all the way up. But
Yep.
when we landed where we was driving, it's like, geez, some people we to drive to damn Disney World or next part of the world because it was like what a 13-hour drive.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, if I drove for 13 hours, I would be in a different state.
Yeah.
So you can imagine driving from like what we drive from like Orlando
Mhm.
and we went like straight up and I was like, God damn, if I had known it would have been like this cheaper we did fly. Because we stayed at like what, 3 hotels. It's like, yeah, we just couldn't do the long drive, man. That was just too much. Because when you think about what you got to go do again, you're looking at these signs saying 300 and something miles. You be like, what?
Yep.
Now,
Down under, we call that white line fever. You end up, just going to sleep and driving off the side of the road.
Yeah, and then and then you hoping the next sign, but you didn't get so sick of seeing these signs 240 something miles, 230 something miles. You be like, you just want to wake up and see under 100, then you will feel a little better. When you wake up and you still seeing 150, 120, you be like, God damn. Next hotel we could stop off, please. We can continue. We'll
now,
continue tomorrow.
now I live a long way from my family where I live, and it takes me approximately just over 4 hours to drive there and back. To drive there one way, right? And I know what you're talking about, Temper.
Oh,
And
God.
this
Hmm.
is why I made an album that goes for just under 2 hours, which is just under 200 kilometers. I don't know it in miles. Um, but you know what? Here's another gripe. I've got another gripe. Are you guys ready? So zero degrees Celsius is freezing. 100 degrees is boiling. Right now, 0 kilometers an hour, you're not moving, and 100 kilometers an hour takes an hour. I don't know what I'm saying. Forget it. I failed that part in maths. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And you know
You're
what?
just
I
tired.
always I am a little bit. I'm a bit tired and hungry, but so I always would try and play the game with myself while I'm driving. I'd be like, so I've got 40 kilometers to go. If an hour takes 60 minutes, how long is it going to take me to drive 40? And I'd be like, you know what? Who cares? Just play a song. Just play another song. Don't
See,
worry
Yeah.
I'm the
about
opposite. I'm like, if I've got to sit on 100 k's an hour in the 100 k limit zones or
it.
110 in some of the country areas, I'm like,
Hmm.
let's take it up 10 k and I'll get there quicker.
Well, yeah. Yep.
It's
That's
for
it.
those distance, man. Like for people, like I had to ride with someone who had to go to work, right? And their commute was like an hour and a half commute just to
Mm-hmm.
go to work. I'm like, what
Mm-hmm.
the? I can't do that, Nick. Hour
No.
and a half. And the thing about it, I mean, the gas, what, 2.29 a gallon, 2.30. And for some of them,
Oh,
that's still too
wow.
high. That's still
You'd
too
be
high.
working just to fill up the tank.
So I'm like, okay, you doing all of that? I say, boy, y'all gas really cheap. If y'all had to pay the price we had to pay for some of our gas, I'd be like, wow, y'all really feel it. But I feel as though when you're so used to it, it's like nothing. But that's just something me personally, I just can't get used to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Speaking of
Well,
gas, I watched
yeah.
sorry, Nick, I watched a show the other day and I think it's a podcast I've told you about on YouTube, sorry, a YouTube channel. It's called DD Got a Podcast.
Oh yeah.
And he put something up the other day about a young guy in America who has found a way to break down plastic containers and turn them into a clean diesel, and he doesn't expect to live long.
What do you mean he doesn't expect to live long?
If you create something like that, you're going against big money.
Oh right. Yep.
They will put you in a little box.
Right. But we've already got electric vehicles, so I think we've jumped over that hurdle now, haven't we?
No, but
Oh, yeah,
um,
but electric vehicles have their limitations.
Mm-hmm.
but would you say just now, Sam? I was seeing so many. I wouldn't call them ancient, but the people who have done it. I was seeing the car that runs off water. I was seeing the electric car. I've seen so much other little invention. I'm like, why these people aren't mainstream with their inventions? But when I look at, someone has already taken, they already take that path and made it. So
There's a bigger answer to that one, and it goes a bit, it goes a bit dark. I don't know if we're in the mood for that. But a lot of these inventors invent things that could change all of our lives, and that's why we never get to see them.
This
right, that's
now,
that part.
now listen. Now listen. If Sam goes live,
Get
right?
out of here! Look out! Here comes the
If
warning.
Sam goes live, this is what the conversations will be like, right? Over on Sam's channel. I'm telling you. I'm telling you
Okay.
guys.
It's a bit deep. I'm a bit deep. I'll get a bit serious.
Bring that microphone closer, will you?
All right.
That's
Bossy
better.
boo.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, I can have some fun, but I get a bit deep. I'm pretty serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it almost goes like what you said just now. It almost goes hand in hand with, like, I think I said it earlier, said it on one of my live with the Stilson wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
a lot of people, I still just have to correct my own people when it comes to how they call that tool, because they still saying the monkey wrench, and we're like, so who's the monkey using it? Oh, I don't mean it like that. That's what they just call it. I said, but who is they? They'd be like, oh, the people who made. I said, no, 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 no. The man who created that tool, his name was Jim Stilson, and rather than giving the black man the credit he deserves, that's a derogative term they put on it. Like, that's what type of wrench it's for, but it's a Stilson wrench. So
Mm-hmm.
that moment forward will be like, okay, yeah, I know what that means now. But like you said, a lot of things have been hidden, but that doesn't mean, like what you said just now, these inventions that could change life. But I understand the concept of what you mean when you say, they would hide certain things, keep it under the rug. It's not for you to know. You got to
Mm-hmm.
find out just through, doing investigations, or, just searching.
Where? Sorry, I'm just looking for our names. I never know how to find them.
Electric wheel still needs only tires.
Yeah, I agree. Electric vehicles are still going to need bodywork, tires, seats, same as a gas car.
What do you think? Nick, I have a magazine, and this magazine was from in the 90s. And would you believe that in this magazine I could find, it has a page that says futuristic cars.
Oh yeah.
And this magazine was from in the 90s. I think I forgot the name, but it's a car magazine. And in this magazine, it has future cars, and the Lexus that you look at now with those pretty grills, and these were designed as future cars. They have the future
Mm-hmm.
Broncos, the future Crossfires, and I'm like, this is like over 30 something years old, maybe more. But this
I
magazine
have an
still
issue
has
with
stuff
you.
like that.
Temper, I've got an issue with you I need to sort out now.
Oh God,
What's
what?
that?
Your voice is so amazing that sometimes I don't hear the words you're saying. The tone sends me somewhere else.
Oh wow. So
I'm a vocalist, so when it comes to voices, there are certain, especially the low toned voices, it's almost like a meditation to listen to them. But I've lost in the bloody conversation in the meantime.
now, Sam. So now that you just heard Temper, you just heard what Sam said, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have to push past that to make sure I listen to every single word that you're saying.
So I needed. So what you are saying? I gotta change my key.
No, you
No,
don't.
it's beautiful.
No. It's not change nothing.
No, it's amazing, but just don't expect that too many people listen to what you're actually saying.
Oh, don't tell him that. He'll start blushing.
Oh goodness.
You're funny.
I
You're
have an
funny.
issue too because I've done it with Nick on a phone call occasionally. I've got a million voices and accents that I use, and I have to remember I'm on YouTube. I can't just slip into one of those accents because I'll end up in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, you need to check yourself all the
Mhm.
time
That's
when
going
you're
to
on
be hard.
YouTube. No, but it takes practice. These are the things that we talk about offline amongst ourselves. That
Yeah.
it's always good to have, and you didn't get to have the phone conversation before you came on this live, so you didn't get to get any of that out of your system, whatever
I
it
had to
is.
jump in like one of those ice baths. Just jump in and
Yeah,
do it, or you never will.
yep. Learn how to swim. Take the training wheels off your bike.
Yeah, take the plunge.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
fun.
it didn't really know. I mean, for me, after I learned, it didn't really know fair to it. I mean, you would have your doubts, but nothing beat a failure than a try. Like they say, FAIL, first attempt in learning. So it's all about that. But if you got something good to bring it.
Exactly. We want to hear it.
Good fun.
Yeah.
Going on live on my own channel would be a different story. That will be. This is fun. This is a nice learner thing. I understand why you wanted me to do it, Nick.
Thank you. Yep. It's it really helps to to have a panel buddy where you can get up there once, get up there twice. Look at Mary. Mary, she just pops in, pops out. She just goes wild.
Mary brings me so much joy. I was talking to you about this the other day, Nick. Like I'll probably never put my face on YouTube, but Mary gets up and she does not give two hoots, and she makes my heart sing.
Yeah, she does that for a lot of people. Don't you worry, and me.
Love me some Mares.
Yeah, there's something about Resi.
Resi.
There sure is.
Yeah, but on a serious note though, Sam, like I mean, if you look at the whole thing, I look at just the whole YouTube thing. You could take this wrecking ball and you could push it into a building and just smash, smash, smash. And a lot of people just using it, for their own means. So why not use it as a means to bring some good?
Debbie.
How much people would love to hear some literature. When people would love to get some information about the 18th century or whatever. There's so much. It's so much knowledge out there. I mean, I would love to hear about it.
Oh, I love learning.
We all do.
YouTube's been an amazing tool. I fell down. I led a very reserved, innocent kind of life, and then somehow, I don't know, 2012, 2011, 2012. It's like my mind just suddenly opens. Like someone put a spell on me, and my mind went, "Hold on, there's a whole world out there I know nothing about." So I fell into YouTube, and I've been researching the depths and heights of our world ever since. I just love it.
Yeah.
And outside of this, what you see going on that's operating now within these communities, like outside of this, how much niches are out there. Like I said up the neck, like way back, like you could find people making hacks with it. The thing you find around your house every day, and be like, wow. This is really inspirational. Now I would have never thought about that, but there it is. Someone else thought about it. So
that's it. Yeah.
It's all about what you could bring to the table, sis. And don't be shy about it. Trust me.
No, thank you.
You know- Yeah, don't be
I mean,
shy about it.
shy is not me. Getting me to shut up is hard.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Yep.
Nick's had to battle that one. Oh, Debbie's in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
How long you been there? It's hard for me. I'm not focusing on the chat.
And this is why this is your training ground, right? So
Yeah.
I'm making it look easy because I have two extra people on the channel, right? So you guys are talking, I can concentrate on the chat, and you know, and then
You
when
can pretend like you're doing two things at once.
I can pretend, yeah, I can, but I am actually getting better at it, Sam. So I can listen now and look at the comments and not freak out so much that I'm not, you know, when you listen to that that self talk,
Oh yeah.
if you say you can't do something, then you won't be able to do it. So if I say I can't multitask, that's wrong. I should say you can do anything you try.
The
Just try.
Yeah.
power of words.
Just try it, man. Apply yourself. Push until something happens. Push.
Yep. Never thought about that. But that's the only way to get something to grow, Even
Mhm.
the planting of the seed is just the idea in your head. Is the work is putting the water in that seed, that's basically the motivation to make the idea come to life.
That's it. And my hair looks like it's green grass, in that avatar there.
You need to get a whippersnipper. Or
Yeah.
what do the Americans call it? A line trimmer or something?
A weed whacker,
Weed whacker.
I think. I don't know what they call it.
We ain't gonna start this name and the things again. What y'all call it over here and what we call it over there.
They are such fun conversations. We have a ball in the chat. Well, I do
We
because
do. There you go. Mary's giving me some courage and feedback. Nick, I can tell you're getting used to the multitasking while you're live. I knew you would. It's just getting adjusting. Yeah, it's just yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's certain things, like when you go through your first one and you go back and watch, you will have to critique yourself. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
So even though
Yeah.
I know I'm not the best at what I do yet, but like the next day is about the training, familiarizing yourself. But there's certain things you do want to keep in mind, and I started to learn that, the engagement with the chat, you want to, because there will be moments where, you may feel flabbergasted and you could always refer to your chat and you could look at your chat and respond with your chat until, you get your bearings again.
good advice.
Or,
Good advice.
or you do what I do and you say, all right, I'm just gonna play a song, and you can chill out for like the length of the song and get yourself
Look,
together
if I ever
again.
go live, there'll be plenty of music going on. Half the time I'll probably be singing live.
Well, Sam,
You could say.
Sam, when you do your critique on this live that you're on right now with us, you'll be like, damn, Nick was right. I'm not talking loud enough. Move that damn microphone to your mouth, will you? Oh my God.
Yeah, but I'll figure something out. I've got a studio mic I've been meaning to set up to do this kind of thing, so I'd prefer to do that and yeah, get a condenser on the front of it. It'll be fine.
Oh. Sam got the eye of the tiger, man. She got everything.
Dude, I'm a singer. I've been
She's a singer,
on and
yeah.
off. Yeah, I'm not professional. My story is for another time.
Yep.
Yeah, probably something I might do on my channel one day. But I was born to sing. There's a lot of reasons why it didn't happen, and yet I perform publicly in pubs and stuff most of my adult life. I'm now in my mid to late 50s. But I've been writing songs since Melissa Etheridge. There you go. I've been writing songs since Melissa Etheridge's first album was released because I believe she taught me how to structure a song.
Right. Yep.
So meant to be. So I've got all this equipment and stuff that I've done minor recordings at home. So yeah, I've got this nice mic I want to try and get out because it's a condenser singing mic and it'll help with this very thing with the microphone issue.
Well, I think you're just not putting it near your mouth. That's all I think you're doing.
Sadly, it doesn't bend in. It's actually shut up, you. I heard that, Temper. Cheeky giggler. Did we just have a moment?
Y'all created it. I only bring it to life.
Nick, play us a song.
Oh, all right. Now,
yours. Come on.
All right.
It's your show.
Yeah, I'll play you a song. All right. Now, do you want my moon song again?
Yes, because I was driving.
You got to hear this song again. All right. Now, I just want to say something to the. Yep.
No, I just wanted to ask, is the microphone she using now different from the mic she would be using if she was to be singing? Are they different microphones?
Okay, to give you an understanding, my job every day, I'm a call center operator. So I have a call center headset with a microphone attached, probably similar to what you've seen Jaguar.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So it's got a drop down mic, so it's probably got some kind of super condenser sound, whatever, to noise reduction on it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, it's not something I can adjust other than to turn me right up to maximum. But when I do that, you two will blow my ears out.
Well, you sound fantastic right now.
Okay.
It's very clear.
Out the volume.
Yeah, but we could barely hear you, so I couldn't.
I'm joking.
But I like it. I like it loud, so I might be a bit deaf.
I like it loud. I use those. I've got a decent set of Wi-Fi headphones. What are they? Sony or something. Gifts that my partner and I bought each other, and they're like, I put them on, and when I'm happiest, they're maxed out. I can't listen to music loud enough.
Okay. Debbie's saying we're going to start chanting Sam. Yeah. All right, now
been on my channel. Look at left me beautiful comments and likes. Thank you, Debbie. You're beautiful.
She is gorgeous. Jeez, we love Debbie. Now, Temper.
Yes, ma'am.
Around these YouTube streets, I've heard my name. My name gets called every now and then. Like, I know you're watching. Come out of the bushes. Come up on the panel. I don't care. Sort of crazy stuff like that, right? So I'm just going to help somebody that's blocked me. I'm going to give some help to somebody that's actually blocked me, right?
Okay.
So they hang on. They shall remain nameless.
Allegedly.
You shall. No. They're going to successfully remain nameless, right? So. Okay. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. Now, you are new to StreamYard, right? You know who you are out there in the bushes or on the replay gang, whatever.
Oh, don't tell me you can see their name somewhere.
No. But no, I know what I just know what I know, right? So now to the person who wants the help from me, who I'm giving it to you now, but I'm not coming to your channel. If you want to talk to me, you can come to mine, but you'll have to unblock me. But anyway, I can't teach you how to do that. You can Google that stuff. Now, I'm about to share screen and play one of my own songs on my own StreamYard. Now, just a heads up, you can't do that from your phone if you're using StreamYard. Okay? So stop beating yourself up. You can't do it. You can get a friend to do it that's on a laptop, but you can't do it yourself. Isn't that right, Temper?
Exactamundo.
All right. Now, just for everyone else that's learning how to use StreamYard, I am hitting the present or invite button. I'm choosing share screen. Here is the lesson of the day on StreamYard. Share screen. Then you click on share screen. You go to the screen you've got prepared to play, the tab that's open, right? Alright, I've got it open. You click on the right one. You hit share. Now, let me see. Then you've got to add it to the stage, okay? You've got to add it to the stage, guys. So I've got it there. I'm adding it to the stage. There it is. I'm going to mute everyone's microphone unless you want to mute yourselves while I'm playing the song. And you still can't see Not Joking to Me. Oh, you haven't done anything, Debbie. You have done nothing. No, it's all right. It's all good. If you want Nick, come get her. Come out wherever you are. Look, they're probably asleep. So, all right, I'm going to play this song of mine. It's going to be it's unlisted at the moment, but it will be. I will release it as an instant premiere for the exact moment where the moon is going to rise. This is about the buck full moon, and there's a little bit of information in the video clip of the song, talking about what a buck full moon is. All right, here we go. If I can find the tab again. Which one is it? That one? Yeah, this one. All right, here we go.
July night, silver white, sky's mirror pulling the tide. Buck moon hanging bold and bright, glowing through this velvet light. Earth is drifting far from flame, 94 million miles away. At aphelion we catch our breath, cool and distant, kissed by death. And the stars leaning to speak of quiet change and power deep. New antlers rise, old wounds heal. The future's closer than it feels. Buck moon rise, bring your light, guide our hearts through shifting nights. The sun may hide, but we're not lost. We grow in shadow, no matter the cost. Oh, buck moon, show us the way. Through cosmic rhythm, we rise, we sway. The planet spins in silent grace. Winds whisper truths we need to face. Fires burn and oceans cry, but under this moon we still ask why. There's healing in this lunar gaze, a moment's pause in a frantic phase. The earth leans out, not to retreat, but to return with steadier feet. Celestial signs, emotions still, inviting change, inviting will. So plant your hope beneath this glow. Let your soul begin to grow. Guide our hearts through shifting nights. The sun may hide, but we're not lost. We grow in shadow, no matter the cost. Oh, buck moon, mark this time. For earth is wounded, but still divine.
This is the farthest we'll be from the flame, but distance doesn't mean the end, just change. From 94 million miles afar, we still shine, we still are.
Buck moon rise in the sky so wide. Let us dream, let us unify. The world is aching, the world is bright. Two truths dancing in the same light, dark moon. We see your face. Hold us in your ancient grace. Grow the antlers of our minds. Buck moon, rise through space and time.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Now, where are we? Here we are. Whoop. Here we are. Yes. No. Yes.
Woo. Neck, oh neck at night.
I think
The
that
moon
name's
is one of my
taken.
favorite things.
What a song, what a song, what a song.
It's
It
so
is a good
smooth.
song. It's really silky smooth. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
but I love the lyrics too, because you know me, Nick, I'm so into the moon.
Yeah, well, so this moon is my moon. This moon is in Capricorn. This full moon.
Oh, okay.
And I felt compelled for unknown reasons to write a song about this moon. And when I found that it was in Capricorn, I was like, get out. You got to be kidding.
Ah. So I've never really paid attention to moon in whatever star sign. Wow. I'm not
You know,
astrologically.
you ever thought about this, about the moon? You know how many cycles the moon has?
No.
The moon
Excuse
has
my dog.
the moon has 13 cycles.
Oh, you're spacing me out now. I love
Yep.
this.
So 13 cycles means there's 13 months because every cycle is a month for the moon. So why are they still telling us there's 12 months in the year?
Yep.
Well, that's because there is actually 13 star signs, which there is a rare star sign called Ophiuchus, I believe it's called. It is the 13th star sign, and I'm of that star sign if it was real.
On watch another thing about things you can't hide, because it's obvious if you feel as though time is something no man can control, right?
Mhm.
But yet you feel as though you have the power to put time an hour ahead or an hour behind. So if you feel as though you can control time now, you may have win on that one, but evidence has been, coming out, and the evidence is out there that there is 13 months in the year, but in the Western Hemisphere, this is what they teach us on this side. But if you go into the Eastern Hemisphere, you learn a whole different reality. But what I want to say is the turtle back on the turtle shell.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, it has 13 circles.
Get out. Hang on. I'm just going to interrupt you for a second. Good night, Martha. Thank you for spending so much time with us.
Night,
And I hope you have
Martha.
a nice sleep.
Yeah, Martha. Night,
Sorry.
night. Enjoy the time.
So this is why if I leave a comment up there for a long time, it's because I'm trying to get to it.
That's your notepad.
I'm just trying to I'm just letting you guys know what I do when I'm on my channel.
I do like
And
StreamYard education moments.
Education, yep.
Education.
Sorry, Temper.
Mhm.
You know how it is. You know how it is. I've got to. Oh, Debbie, you're a Capricorn.
But aren't Capricorns in like December and January?
Yeah. Yep.
But yet the moon is in Capricorn. How is that?
Oh
Well,
my
because
God.
the planets and stars move. Where everything's moving constantly. So where the moon rises at a particular time, when it sets and it is full moon set, it must be within that star system, not the month called that.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
It's in that it's in the constellation of Capricorn.
Mm. I gotcha.
Wow.
But yeah, with the turtle shell, like how a month supposed to be 4 weeks, right? 7
Mhm.
days in a week, which is 28 days for each month. Like
Mhm.
only February has the exact amount of days in the month.
Yeah.
But each month's supposed to have 28 days. So if you literally take the months that have these extra days, you could get a
Mhm.
whole extra month when you put all those days together, you could get at least 30 days.
Yeah.
So
They've
a whole month is
manipulated
Yeah.
been
everything.
broken up.
Yep.
But what I gonna say about the turtle back, the shell of it, it has literally 13 cycles, which is the 13 months. Not saying you'll see the words, but you'll see 13 cycles, and within each cycle, it has four marks.
Mm.
Wow.
Literally 4 weeks for each
Mhm.
month.
Well, there's 4.2, I think, if you're working it out for a pay cycle. 4.2, or doing your budget and you're trying to figure out,
I want to go back to when the seasons or whatever was done by the moon and the cycles of growth and winter, and I want to go back to a time when we knew that I'd get rid of all of this internet and everything, and I would really love to go back to that.
yeah. And I like how we said goodnight to Martha, but Martha she got dragged back in by by Temper and the turtle back.
Yes, Marty, you're right. Because if you Google it, it says a donkey takes 1 year to have a baby, right?
Hmm.
But yet that 1 year is 13 months.
Right.
Now, my paranoid mind, my research mind says if they've played with everything so much, it's because they're trying to disguise something back in time that you now can't use any mathematics to work out when it actually was, calendar-wise. Does that make
Yeah,
sense at all?
Yep.
yeah, because if you look at what they use the daylight savings is just for them to get some more work out of you, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Longer evenings means longer time on the job. When you know it was it was 5 o'clock. Now it's 6 o'clock. You leaving. So
Yep.
But think
is
about
that?
the other reason why they want that exact thing, Tempo. It's not just the people working, it's the people who are out longer, buying stuff, going to pubs, going out for meals and whatever, doing stuff out where they're spending money. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, I wasn't saying that was the only aspect. I was only one I was pointing out. But
Oh, yeah.
you're right on that aspect too. Because if you look at it, it benefits on all these wavelengths to the buyers, to the sellers, to the consumers. Yeah, it benefits them.
I love the way you
It
think.
Yeah, it really does. Because I mean, if you look at it, okay, think about this. Remember the barter days when they talk about when there was no money.
Yeah.
You can imagine how it was, like how everyone has this greed for money right now. Like e- even if someone does the simplest thing, you're gonna see them stand up on the side like they looking for something.
Hmm.
Even if they did something you didn't tell them to do, they still looking for something from you. Like everything is about money. So I was reading into the barter days, and it was in a book called The Journey of the Mind.
Hmm.
Um by Ishmael. I forgot the last name. No, the character was Ishmael in it. But the book is The Journey of the Mind. It was showing you how if I was a man about to have a family right now, I have a young wife and she about to have a child for me, and let's say you, Martha, Sam, you just do sewing and knitting and you make those type of clothing and stuff. Well,
Hmm.
I would then, okay, I'm a carpenter. You need some furnitures for your home. Well,
Hmm.
I would make you some furnitures, and you would then make me some baby clothing for my newborn babe. And that's how that would work out with no money even involved because there was no money. So it's
The barter
you help,
system. Yep.
yeah, you help me, I help you, and life balance like that. That's how the
Yep.
community built.
Yep. I like it.
That reminds me of surnames. Apparently, like the surname Smith comes from blacksmith, because
Yep,
that's what that family used to do.
correct.
Right up your street, Nick.
That's right. And trust me, I've had to research lots of surnames to get an understanding of what I should be looking for further back in the records, if there's any records at all in genealogy. Yeah.
That's why it was so important for I don't know how it is in other families, but there's always an elder in the family that have the family tree.
Hmm.
Yes.
Always an elder in the family who you could go to, no matter if they live down, be like, you know, go up there in the cupboard and grab that box right there and bring that here for me. And, you know, you pull out that long paper and they start telling you, well, this your family from so and this how this name get to that name. So when you see these set of people, well, this your family, and you be like, okay. So it all ties back into with genealogy. I sure
Yep.
when you get customers who have that type of information, it makes it easier, eh?
Oh, sometimes, but I'm going to ruin your day, Temper, and I'm going to tell you off. All right.
What's
You
that?
ready? I'm going to tell you off. So not always and not everyone has a family tree or an elder. So sometimes people don't, and
I
that's
mean,
when
like a Grammy or something like that, you know.
no. But sometimes people don't know who those people are to them at all.
The world's become so split.
That's why I
And
We're
was
not
saying
a,
it's so
yeah,
important.
yeah,
we're not
and
a tribe anymore.
no, I know, but we are here.
Yeah, we are.
And but what I wanted to say, Temper, is for the people that don't have that elder that they can go to and find out who their people are, DNA can provide the answer to
Hmm.
those mysteries.
Yeah, but I'm one of those
Um,
nutbags. Nick has to keep talk. Sorry. Go ahead, Temper.
no, go ahead, Sam.
I'm one of those nutbags. The minute you say DNA to me, I'm like, oh, but I've researched that. And I, Nick and I have had this conversation, but I'd be worried about databases, I don't know what they're doing
Do you
with
know
all
what?
that.
And you know what? My answer to that
I
um,
do. Tell everyone I know what you'd say.
well, I say my answer to that complaint is I hope that they take my DNA and clone me and do something good with it. I'm already in the process of training my AI by using this avatar right now. You see, I am mastering my whatever. I don't care. You know what? I wish they'd hurry up and clone me. I need like 5 of me right now, immediately. Snap. Let's go. Let's go. Stat. Let's go. I need somebody to go and mow the lawn for me, go to the shop for me, cook me dinner, clean the house, feed the dog, whatever. Pick me up and carry me to bed.
Oh, Temper, you bring up these brilliant conversations, and then we just end up giggling at the end at the stupid stuff. I'm sorry. I feel. Oh
Oh
wait. Oh gee, what do I do?
no, he's done something on his phone
Oh,
and he's
okay.
kicked himself out. And I'll drop the link and he can come back up.
Oh, it could be like a
So
phone call.
yeah, yes, a phone call can kick you out when you're on your phone on StreamYard,
Okay.
or if you click out of the app.
Ah, yep.
Yeah, look, Debbie, we'll get your mum's DNA sorted out. I keep saying that. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm donating my body to science, so my funeral is free, and I get to moonshine everyone daily. Oh wow!
Nick's got the best sense of humor.
I know. Yeah, look, yeah, there's a few things like that people can do. You can donate your body to science. You can donate your body to a body farm, and then you're donating your body to a service. Therefore, there is no cost to anyone.
Now, Nick, you know me. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole.
Oh God, yep. Go on.
If we are so freely talking about this subject because we know
Hmm.
so much already about it, right? And we know it's there.
Yeah.
How far ahead, years and technology wise, are the powers that run this planet? And how far do you think they've already gone?
I've already had conversations maybe offline with other people about this. My answer, right? So what I'm going to say to you is, Sam, I think we're living in a documentary right now of things that have already happened, and we're living in the past. There you go. I said it.
Yeah. We had a ripper conversation the other day about that.
Mm-hmm. See, I
Love
don't
that.
know I can't remember who I have these conversations with. So I knew.
Oh, thanks.
No, but if
I'm
I
just joking.
if I say it to more than one person in a close proximity, because it'll be on my mind, right?
Mm.
Because a lot of the conversations that I have with people are very similar. This is why we all get along. Well, this is why I get along with so many of you guys, right?
Yeah, well,
Because the conversations are they're very similar. They're different, but they're similar. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's a theme running through the whole of society that we're all in kind of just plugging into in our own ways. That's because we're coming together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they can't stop it. That's what they're terrified of.
Yeah. Yep, it is very trippy, and I think about this all the time, Debbie. I just feel like we're living that we've got people watching us like Gogglebox. You know that show, Gogglebox?
Oh, yeah.
And
I
that
don't
they're
watch it,
laughing
but
and they're laughing at us right now because they're like, we saw that episode 20 years ago. These are repeats. You know, inevitable. Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Yep.
wow.
Now, Sam, I'm gonna play a little music over you and me, right? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, and here's some overlays as well. Let me throw some of these up. I should have put that up before. It's a
I was
nice
just going to
little.
say to you, you should throw up some of the stuff that we were showing each other the other day, all the photography we've done with stuff.
Oh no, that's too difficult. I don't even that was on my phone. That was easy. I'm not on my phone.
Oh, okay, yep.
I'm on the laptop.
Oh, yeah, not now.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop. So here's some. I should have put this overlay up when I was playing the Caribbean song, the reggae song. And here's another one that just obliterates us. And but it's cute.
That's cool.
It is cool, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to
Yeah,
have
I
to
like
hire
it.
you to do some artwork for me and just generally help. We've talked about this.
Yeah, that's cute too.
Oh, cute. That's gorgeous.
That's AI.
But that's an AO of your little man, yeah?
Yeah, but it's but it's AI.
Avatar.
And it looks it looks very real. And this thing I created a long time back.
What's his name or her name or
Who?
its name? Yeah,
What, this
it's got to
squishy
have a
thing?
name. Yeah,
This squishy thing.
come on.
I'm going to call it Crazy Blob.
Crazy blob.
Blob. Yep.
Blob.
BLOBB. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a blob that's been squashed
Mhm.
or thrown against a wall.
Yep. And I cannot recreate this, and I love it. I love it. In fact, it
You can't
is.
What do you mean you can't recreate it?
I can't quite recreate. You know this. What am I seeing? Oh, I see us. That's interesting. I don't know. I just can't recreate it. Sometimes when you make a prompt for something, it's hard to recreate it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Whose comment is that? Temper in the chat. He goes, "It reminds me of someone."
What's going on? Who's laughing at you? I don't know what's going on. Such a peaceful pic. Well, not that one. You must have been talking about the Caribbean one. My wife. Oh, yeah. I thought. You know what I read that as? My wife dropped. And my Wi-Fi dropped. Sorry, that's all right. You can come back up. Yeah, but he's doing all right. He did have a fit. He has seizures. They're quite normal, but usually it's when I'm not prepared for it, and I might be doing a live stream, and I'll have to say, "Hang on a second. It reminds me of someone." It reminds me.
Hey, has everyone hit the like button and subscribed, or if they're in the bush, even just the like?
Thanks, Sam.
Well, isn't that what this is about? This is the shit you're teaching me, dude.
Yeah, yep. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. And what's Temper? I would really like to know who the person is. I will
Me
let you
too.
know off world. We'll talk about that off world now.
Oh, Mary, that's
Um,
awesome. I want to know too.
now I can play a little something something for what you're talking about. Here we go. Let me put this up for 2 seconds.
Mountain Goat Productions bringing something different to you.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Mountain Goat Productions.
Don't worry, we're still here. Here we are.
You tease me with that. You've got the outro that starts at the start of that every time, and I get right into it, and suddenly it switches.
Yeah, I know.
I like it
It's
though.
one of those things. So yeah, I like playing around in StreamYard now because I know what I'm doing. Got the hang of it, and I can
You're
play.
doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone who knows and comes in here loves it.
They do.
Oh yeah, you know what it's like when you're in the chat and everyone's really cool. Then
Mhm.
later on, what we've all seen is channels and whatever personalities turn to
Mhm.
shit. Well, you're
Yeah,
just chilled. You've been in all those chats.
I've been everywhere, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
know.
this is what you know. So that's why I love the vibe here. I mean, you and I have gotten to know each other over a certain period of time,
Mhm.
and I think you're great anyway. We're becoming friends. But
Thanks. Thank
you've
you.
got that kind of personality that brings everyone in, and you're so inclusive and upbeat. And I just want to say thank you from a chatter's subscriber's perspective.
Sam, thank you. I don't know what to say.
Just
Well,
pissing in your pocket, mate.
a little bit, yeah. I was like, woo.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, well, no,
she laying it on real thick.
I reckon.
this is who I am. I'm a big soppy bitch. That's why I write songs.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
so,
famous for her work. Ooh, you know what? You know what, Debbie? That's not the first time I've heard that. And I have got some connections that can sort of make these things sort of
No, you
grow.
should be doing a podcast, man.
I need more sleep, more food. I need those clones to hurry up and get here and do some work for me. And yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do a podcast, and I would love to have a microphone. I would love to not hear my mouse click when I click this mouse or scroll, do this button. Can you hear that? Sounds like a frog.
I always think you'd be opening a safe.
Don't. I'm having.
Now,
It sounds like me at work. I'm having PTSD. Stop it.
and I can mute. I can mute, but every time I click, that'd be very annoying. Very annoying.
Where did you go, Temper?
Oh, the Wi-Fi tripped.
I kicked him out of StreamYard.
Yeah. Wi-Fi tripped, and I don't know where it fell, but I had to pick it up and put it back together.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm feeling the lyrics to a song. The Wi-Fi tripped.
Write it. Write it. Write it. Write it
The
down. Pad
Wi-Fi
and pen
tripped.
next to you. You should have a pad and pen next to your
I have got it
PC.
here. I
Write
have
it.
got a pad and pen here.
Write
I
it.
do. I definitely do. The Wi-Fi
So,
tripped.
so Sammy Star, when could I look forward to this premiere?
I haven't even thought about doing that. I've got to get myself a laptop. Like I said, I want to do get some audio equipment to go between the mic and just other things, because I want to make this more about my music than just me up there having a chat. That's who I am anyway. I'll have a chat with anyone. But yeah, I think I'm going too big in my head, so it's
Mm-hmm.
always this mountain too far away.
Okay.
So I don't know. In other words,
Well, you know that much so far.
hmm,
Yeah.
You know that much, so you know. It's
Yep.
just a matter of just assembling the pieces. You got it.
yeah,
Mhm.
You got the good idea. Just
I,
roll with it.
yeah. I really love to go live some days and like sit there with a guitar or like, have a guitarist and do some live stuff as well. I think the
Mhm.
people are yearning for it. And that's not
Well,
about me. That's not me being up myself.
Mhm.
Listen, look at you guys, and I say that specifically because I'm not, but you guys who like when we were all in Jag's chat and Jag would just
Mhm.
start singing.
Yep.
What does it do to you?
Yeah. It moves me every time.
well, to be honest, I love good singing. I'm a freak for good singing. Whether a cappella, whether it's harmonious, I love to hear music blend and
Mhm.
the the way I see her could vibrate her voice, the way Jai could hold them tunes. I must say I haven't seen that type of raw talent in a long time. I talking about raw talent. So
Mhm.
for me to hear her sing, especially the "To God Be the Glory," yeah, that'll do something to my spirit because yeah,
Mhm.
that's a real powerful song. But the way she could hold that tone,
Yep.
yeah, that's what
Mhm.
does it for me. A woman,
She's got perfect pitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
she could hold a tone. I don't care
Tell
what
me.
no one say. She could hold a tone.
Ah, I found her before she put it on her own show, I think it was her show. I found her doing Prince's song as a dedication live, and it was recorded live, and
You
she
know,
held
Purple
not only
Rain.
this, yes, no, yes, and she held that audience in the palm of her hand, and I've seen that only a few times.
Really.
And what it does to me as a singer, because nobody's heard me sing on YouTube yet, but
Well, I've heard you sing, but hey,
you've heard me
Matt.
sing.
What's up, Matt? You all right? Good to see you, sis.
You know what? If somebody can't sleep and they find us here, I love it. It's great. And
There's live. There's a name for your show in there when you go live like this. There's got to be a name in that.
what
Your
if you
segment.
can't come here? If you
Yeah,
can't you sleep? Come here.
yeah, yeah. There's what's it called? Insomnia chats.
The insomniacs.
Insomniac chats.
Well, Nick got us up in the mountains right now, so we way up in the clouds.
Hmm.
Whee!
I did here. We'll go there again. Here we go. We're up in the mountains. There we go. We are back in the mountains.
It looks cold.
Yeah, but it looks sunny.
It is sunny, but it'd be fake sun because it'd be so bloody cold.
It's reflection.
It,
You know, just how you say that, Sam. You know, when you watch those old westerns, like I don't know if you're familiar with them, like Gunsmoke or
yeah,
Bonanza. You
I
see
love
how
Western.
you see how they would be wearing those long sleeve shirts, right? And
Hmm.
then even in the home, you know, they wearing the long sleeve, and I'm looking at it like, God damn it, I know you feel that sun. You just can't wear a short sleeve shirt, my boy. Like I know the sun hot, but until I actually been in that type of atmosphere to realize like, okay, the sun shining, but that don't mean you could feel the sun. Like when I went to
Hmm.
Atlanta,
Mm,
like the sun shining, but you don't feel the sun. To be honest, you feel in the cool atmosphere. So I'm like, okay, now I see what these fellas was dealing with. I see why they wearing their long sleeve. The sun out, but it's really cold for true.
I'm just seeing if
ooh,
this music's going to feed back through Temper's microphone.
oh,
Sam singing.
I hear her.
oh, oh, oh.
Until something happens.
Come on.
Moving through the madness change. Don't come in silence. Gotta shake the ground. Break the patterns. Push till the breakthrough's here. Through every fear. Keep on pushing. Don't give up.
Beautiful.
Great song, Nick.
Thank
Say
you.
be patient, but time moves slow when you're planting seeds and nothing grows. But roots run deep where the eyes can't see, and storms make way.
Yes, you could hold a tone, man. Don't mind how the voice sound. You could hold a tone.
She's got a loud voice too. That was very soft how she was singing that then.
Oh, it's got a hook. Yeah.
I know. It's a good song.
Don't come in silence. Gotta shake the ground, break the patterns, push till the chains all fall. No such thing as too small. Keep on pushing, keep your soul in sight. You were born for this kind of fight. Push through the nose, push through the slow. Push when you're tired and feeling low. Push with your heart, push with your mind. Push 'cause
Yep.
the universe answers in time. When the weight gets heavy, when your spirit's unsteady, when they say you won't win, let the breakthrough begin.
Ooh.
Thank you, Debbie.
Until something happens, even when your soul feels flattened. Cry,
Mary,
Yes.
Mary.
weep, sing or pray,
No,
but push, baby,
not Jag Sam.
push.
We'll show
Mary
you.
said something to me, sweet.
You've got fire and truth inside. Keep pushing, push with grace. You're one breath away from a brand new place.
Every miracle starts with motion.
Push until something opens.
Oh, wow.
It's a good song, isn't it? It's really, I was very, very happy with how that song turned out, Sam.
I'm hyperventilating.
It's,
Like
yeah,
I'm trying to catch my breath because all I wanted to do was belt.
I know. And I reckon that if I gave you the words, you could learn
Fuck
it
yeah.
and sing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I swore. Sorry.
Okay.
Ooh, just dropped an F-bomb.
That's all right.
Oh boy.
Don't get
There
me
you go.
started. No permission to swear, please. I will take it to the
No,
limit.
you can swear. It's all right.
But
Oh, shit. I'm
you
really trying to
know,
catch my breath.
I don't know if you're like me, but if a song is being played and the person singing on the right frequency, I just get goosebumps.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get goosebumps. If the person really hitting that frequency, I just literally get goosebumps. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
when the first time I heard that, I was like, yeah, I like that one. It on that frequency, especially the hook.
As an this is
Mhm.
this conversation is something Nick and I have talked about, and I have a pretty heavy perspective coming from someone who can sing and does sing. It's all I ever wanted to do with my life, and
Mhm.
then I didn't do it because of certain events. And
Yep.
then Nick brought me a gift that I refused to at first receive
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the artist ego inside me.
Yep.
And I've personally thanked Nick on a deep level because what it eventually did, and I'll tell you when it happened. Sorry, Nick, I'm raving.
No, perfect.
When Virginia Roberts passed, Nick
Oh,
sent me a song that she did, and I started to cry because I already was emotional about what had happened. And I thought, I'm going to have to do this. So I went on and I wrote her a song, and I cried so much writing the lyrics to that song. And then the floodgates opened, and I have spent the last 2 or 3 months writing for the first time creatively and efficiently in the last 2 months, thanks to Nick and this bloody app.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
You know what I found when I was doing when I was writing poetry like on a regular, I found that those were the rockiest times in my life. On every word,
Oh, yeah.
every
That's when the
stanza.
best.
What'd you say, Nick?
That's when the best material comes out. That's when the best ever paintings, songs, poetry. Unfortunately, that's when the best stuff comes out of people.
Yeah, because I was basically writing, my heart's experience, my reality, how I was seeing through my eyes, and when I think about it, I've actually heard a lot of musicians and artists say the best times at some of their career was the in and out of the relationships, because that's where they was getting the most of their songs, just through bad breaks and stuff. So
true.
yeah, so I just wanted to say that when you having them experiences and stuff, like that'll be the time when it really, really comes out. But like you said, Sam, it's something. Sometimes you just it's just like a block, like a blockage, and then it takes just something, out of nowhere to just relight that fire back on you, because that's how it happened for me to actually start writing again. And I haven't written a line of poetry in maybe 5-10 years.
Wow.
But now that
think about what happened in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and it was a lot. I experienced a lot of loss, personal loss, through death and stuff like that. Friends, family. So when I write now, it almost seems like I write in a song, because it's just everything just flows. So if I were to compare my style of writing now to back then, my words don't feel like, the words feel different. It just, you could literally see like it's the same person, but you could see the tone different, the attitude different. There is a maturity now within the writing. So, so maybe
I started writing. I wrote a poem. A lot of my music starts just as rhyme and poetry in my head, because I'm always coming up with the lyrics first. So when I was listening to Temper talk earlier about how he'd put one of his poems to the app or to the AI, and it doesn't do quite what you want it to, and you've got to tweak and stuff. I think it's brilliant. But what I did was I knew I had something in this poem that I wanted to do, and I told you about this one the other day, Nick. I call it a spoken piece. I think they call it, kind of, but it's more of a rap. And I created an entire character around this thing.
Yeah,
I loved it. This is what you can do, Temper, with poetry. You've got to find, you have structuring. So I'm raving. Sorry, structuring a song has a formula.
Yeah.
So these apps that write songs and music won't always treat a poem the way it's meant to be, because it's trying to fit it into something that's a pre-existing formula.
Yeah. Now I've got this song to play, because I haven't actually played this on one of my lives yet.
What is it?
It's the Vale, Virginia.
Oh, please.
Geoffrey song. I haven't Geoffrey. I haven't played it yet. And Sam, I also have a poem that is from the 1800s that I made into a song, and I'm wondering if you want to hear it.
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay. And I didn't write the poem, so it's by an unknown. I think I might know who it is, but at the time when I found it in a newspaper. It had no title as to who wrote it, but anyway, guys, here is here is my song that I wrote for Virginia when she met her untimely exit from this world, and it happened in Australia. So here we go.
There you have gone. Did you really need to go? Will we ever know? You left behind your birthland and everything's on your mind. thinking things would be better in a foreign land, battling the fallen prince. You have paid the ultimate price. You didn't see the bus coming, but you did see your own demise. Now you are no longer here. You left us today on the soil of Australia. You will forever stay. Apparently, most dreams are delusions, but not for the fallen prince. For tonight, he will dream of you, Virginia. He will see and remember more than he would like to. The dreams will come and they will never go. Value, Virginia. Now you have gone, did you really need to go?
Wow, that time has passed quickly. April. Wow. You all right?
Yeah, time does fly by quickly.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
She was your age. Right. Debbie, yes. Yes, I did. Thank you. Yes, you did it right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So
Very,
you
very
made
much.
you made that song from scratch.
That song, yeah. Well,
Good
yeah,
work. Good work.
thank you. And I made it the day that it happened. I made it very quickly. I was very moved by what had happened because it happened over here on our soil in this country. And I don't know, I just feel compelled at times to, you know,
Yeah, you be moved by things.
I'm very moved by things. And I just, you know, whether it's right. I used to write poetry when I was a lot younger, so we all seem to have a poetry thing in common.
All right, we lost Sam, it seems. Sam, you there?
Did we? Where?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard you. I can hear you.
Okay. It's weird because I got a phone call in the middle of this, and now I'm hearing your song "Push" in my ears.
Oh, now I
That's
haven't released it yet.
strange.
I haven't released it yet, Sam. So
Yeah, but what's going on? Why can't I hear the song? That's weird. And
because it's an earworm.
no, I'm literally hearing it in my headphones.
Oh, you have a lie?
Oh, hang on.
Maybe
Let me see.
she needs to
Do I need to go out?
slide the red up.
Can you hear it now, Sam?
No,
Okay.
that's better.
Sorry. I
What
must have
happened?
Well, I had it playing as background music, but I couldn't hear it. Only you could.
Oh, wow. And I was like rocking out to it. It was loud.
Oh, so
Sound like
sorry.
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's okay. Hey, don't dwell
All
on
right,
that.
now here is this poem, right? That
Ooh.
is a song. I made it into a song.
Yeah.
Now, it's just a bit of family history stuff from my end of things. Is that on the screen? Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you found this in amongst family stuff?
I found it in a newspaper. I found the poem in a newspaper related to some family history research that I was doing, right?
Wow.
Now, this might not be exciting for everyone. It's just a bit of stuff that I like to do, right? Now, I went and visited this town where my dad's grandfather came from, right? And I very painstakingly overlaid the map of what used to be there over what's no longer there, right? The
Yeah.
only thing standing is the church, is the only thing left from this settlement. The church is still there, right?
Wow, intact? Is it being used as a church?
It's intact. No. It's
What?
in here. Right?
So I guess the roof is blown off.
No, the roof's there. Excuse me. The roof is there. But my great grandfather got married in that church when the church was like brand new. Brand new.
Wow.
And
What
I
year
got to
are we
stand-
talking?
He got married in. I should know. I haven't done my family. I haven't looked in my tree for a while. He was born in
going on, girl.
He was born in 1870.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And he got married when he was, I think he was 19 or 20.
Yep.
So there you go. I think that, I think the church is like 1896 or 4 is when it opened. So it was brand new. It was so strange to stand in there.
Oh, really?
I'd like to see the structure of that church. That's
Well,
just to see the type of building material they use, the hewn stone, whether they carve it by hand.
I think it was one of the first brick buildings in the area. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I've added a few.
Of course it would have been.
So
Where
I've
they
added
spend the money.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they built the church. Anyway, there's a bit of a story behind this, right? So this travel was really hard back then. They had to go by horse and carriage, on really terrible roads and through the snow and all the mountains.
Imagine the road trips.
Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
God.
And so I found an article about an event that happened in that church in the town that no longer exists there anymore, right? And I couldn't resist. I thought, I really want to cement this into history. So I used the poem that I found in the newspaper, and I added sometimes when I make songs, I add extra sounds in on top of them, like bird noises, background noises, nature noises, dingoes howling, which is in this song, and just a bit of stuff like that. Anyway, it only goes for 4.5 minutes, so I'm going to play it for you guys. So it's nice to have a little audience to play this this story
Nick
to.
puts in a
Here we
lot
go.
of work behind all this stuff, guys.
Oh, I did a lot of work just for 4.5 minutes worth of this. Yeah, sure did. All right, here we go. Oops.
This is a poem written for the Right Reverend Martin Crane, first Bishop of Sandhurst, who made the trip to Granite Flat on Friday, 1st of December 1870, read to the bishop by none other than Mr. Torrens McCann. 53 children and 16 adults were confirmed on Sunday, the 3rd of December, 1876. This poem has now been made into a song. Oh yes, that's right. I married Kate Walsh in this church in 1889. My mum Mary had her hands full. I was 5, Charles was 4, Ellen was 3, Johanna was 2, and David was 1. My sister Bridget Maria was born on the 24th of September, 1876. So she was just over 2 months old when all of the church excitement was happening. Poor mum.
Oh, hail our chosen pastor, here in this valley low, where late primeval wildness reigned on nature's mystic throne, where the wandering forest children in their grotesque array, and the dingoes' dismal howling ushered in the morning gray. The wondrous ways of heavenly zeal are open to our eyes. Let our thoughts with one accord expand beyond the skies. Let our sonorous sounds of welcome, with faith's unerring vow, be pure as the bright perpetual snow on the Bogon's mighty brow. Thrice welcome, glorious welcomes are wafted on the gale, from faithful hearts outpouring in this our alpine vale. Even in our gloomy solitude, where hills o'er hills arise, and Kosciuszko's lordly dome is towering to the skies, our bishop fondly tracks our way over mount and rocky glen. Sound well the heart and find the love he bears to fellow men. Before our loving pastor now, his children here today doth humbly ask his blessing to cheer them on life's way. 'Twill be long and well, remember, to life brief or distant close, and share the blissful halo round our cenotaph of woes. Twill be long and well, remember, to life brief or distant close, and shed a blissful halo round our cenotaph of woes.
Clapping.
I like the simple style. I love simple poetry like that.
And it's a bit, yeah. So it made a really nice song. There's the dingoes howling.
There's the goat.
There's the goat.
There's
So you know, I was a bit stoked when I found that in the newspaper. Where are we? Why are we
That'd be
not on
like,
the page?
for someone like you who studies genealogy to the degree you do, that'd be like finding a bit of gold in the dirt. There's a bit of Australiana for you, kid.
Well, it was a gold mining town, so I did bring a metal detector with me.
I've got 2 of them. Oh, dude, we've got to go out metal detecting.
I've sold them now, Sam.
I've got 2, I just said.
Oh yeah, you did too. Okay.
You
All
know,
right. Well,
for a person like me, Nick,
mhm.
I would love just to be out there, like after midnight, with my camera and my tripod stand set up and my camera on night vision mode,
Mm-hmm.
just to picture, I just want to film on the inside of the church, and I want to film the outside of the church at the same time. So I would like to have 2 cameras and just be out there between 12 and 4 o'clock.
Yeah. And
Just to see what happens.
you know, that little town, it didn't have many people in it, but they lived there for a long time until a fire came and took it all out, right?
Exactly.
And a lot of people, like in its peak time, there were lots and lots of people scrounging around all over that land looking for gold. And
They decimated it. They turned it to rubble. Forests were gone.
Well, not really. It's when you stand when you're on ground zero and you're standing there and you're looking around, it's not a lot. It's not very big, the area, but the trees obviously never grew back. You know where they removed them to build.
Because I was figuring, because for a fire to really take them out like that, it would have to mean because if it was open like that, there was no way that could happen. I mean, maybe if it catch 1 or 2 homes, but I was looking at maybe a village that was, surrounded by a forest, and maybe the heat smothered them.
Oh yeah, and if you're talking Aussie bush, you know what it's like, Nick.
Yeah. So there's a lot of oil in our eucalyptus trees, so they explode. They explode.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the state that Nick and I live in has had some of the worst bushfires in history.
So, wow. And that isn't because of bottle being in the grass, and that's just because of the dry grass and the heat.
It can be anything, mate. It can be lightning strike. It can be some fool throwing a lit cigarette out the window, which has happened. It can be any number of reasons.
Wow.
One of the worst ones we had in recent memory started in a place not too far out from the suburbs. It was bush, but it's a lovely country town that's still attached to the very outskirts of Melbourne. Anyway, a power station went out and ignited it, and I don't know, what did we lose, Nick? 100 people?
I don't remember.
Dang.
I was living in a rural area during that time and got evacuated. Half the state was on fire.
Hey Sam, can you move your mic back to your mouth?
Sorry, darling.
I can imagine the heat, especially if the breeze is pushing it in the direction.
Yeah.
Wow. But what I was saying earlier before I got cut off, I remember was the family thing, Nick, not to throw it off, but it's still kind of like genealogy. The reason I was saying it was so important for the family to know who they are is because I remember one of my Grammys before they passed, I remember she was telling me that she would like for everyone to come together because the family has expanded, this one and have children, that one and have children, and it's been years since anyone's seen anyone. Like, it's time to come together, almost like the soul food movie.
Yep.
Like, she wanted everyone to come together, and when she was talking to me on the phone, I was like, so Grammy, what's your reason for this? I mean, it's been such a long time. And then she gave me a heartfelt story because she just was finished talking to one of her friends. And the story her friend told her was that her friend was in high school and she had a boyfriend, and when she went to college, she did not tell her boyfriend that, she was carrying, their child. And what happened is the man moved on with his life. He became who he became, and he was a good person. But the sad part is, by the woman not telling him that, before she got into college, that she was pregnant, that same very daughter grew up, and who you think that young man met? And when he met her, I had no idea. They talking, but it didn't really, it didn't really click that this could be his blood.
Oh
Um,
wow.
when he actually brought her to the family,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it all came out. Like like where you find her, and you all meet my so and so, your so and so. This your daughter, like your so
Oh
and so.
wow.
He didn't know. So
Wow.
that was something the mother had no idea happened, because when your daughter doesn't grow up and she go on her life, you don't expect that. And this was the story my grandmother was telling me, and this was the reason. She was like fresh off the phone, and she was like, I probably was like, probably the third or fourth person she spoke to, but it was still fresh in her mind, because she was like, I just finished talking to my friend, and this the reason I want my family to come together. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to
Mm.
Yep.
know who everyone is. And I'm like, when I heard the story, I was like, okay, that makes sense. That really makes sense. Because even when I meet people, I would just, ask them their last name. And if their last name kind of correspond, I would try to figure out,
Yeah.
like, who your people's is. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yes, I won't know, because I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want to bring one of my
No.
cousins in.
No,
No.
that's right. That's right.
Oh, do you know
And
what? On that, sorry, Nick.
like,
In America, at least, everyone has to have a blood test before they get married. They don't have to do that here.
do they still do that?
In America, I think they do, don't they?
I
But
don't
they
know if
don't
they
do
still
it
do it.
here.
Well,
So
I'm so
you could
jealous,
be
Matt.
marrying your cousin.
Well, when I was looking at my DNA matches, and there were something like 37,000 of them, I was like, wow. If I do meet anyone, down the track, I'll be going home and looking at my own personal database before before moving forward with anyone. I'll be like,
Oh,
maybe not.
goodness.
Yeah, and then when I really think about it too, I'm like, okay, bro, you got over. Well, I'll just use a number, but it's way more than this number. You got over 30 aunties and uncles on both sides of the family. That
There you
means
go.
you got uncles who younger than you, nieces who younger than you. So
Hmm.
you need to go see who your family is, son. Time to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
that. Yeah. So when you really
There
think
you go.
about it, it is necessary.
You got your answer there, Sam,
Oh, thank
from
you,
Mary.
Des. Des.
There's
Mary,
something about
Mary.
Mary. Her name is Mary, but there's something about
Mm.
her. Or you can call Temper calls Mary Resi.
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
Resi come from?
The
That's
dares
that's,
the
that's my
Dares.
short. You're saying the res. Instead of saying the res,
Dares.
I just say resi.
Oh my God.
You two can run the show for a minute. I'll be back in a minute. All right.
Nick
Go
needs
for your
to go to the
lives.
loo, love.
I'll
Come on, love. Be,
run
upfront and
run
honest. All that truth
run the
here.
show. Run the show. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah. Even when it comes to that church song, I was wondering if anything was that if anything if the church was actually usable, or if the roof was torn off. But I kind of understand why people don't really trouble those kind of things, because of the history, the land, maybe what happened there. It wouldn't be an easy win, ripping down that church, or even trying to
Yeah,
inhabit
and
that.
with the age of that church, it's probably been. I don't know if I'm off topic here, but that churches like that have a history. So we have historical societies that make them an untouchable
Landmarks.
site.
Like they make them into landmarks, right? Historical landmarks.
Yeah, and they're kept. They're not allowed to be touched or altered for history's sake. They're like a living museum. But I mean,
Okay.
they are just what they are. But Australia has a very good, sadly, since British colonisation, tracked and kept every building is special. Sadly, decimated everything that was there before they came. But that's
Hmm.
a whole other conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, right up my alley too, because I gonna say like where I live, it wouldn't be the one next to me, but I don't know, maybe because of I don't know. It is just what it is. I don't know when it could change, but you would hear the elders, they would tell you like, what we would call someone's Grammy or great grandmother. They would tell you like, you know, don't be walking out the settlement, or don't be walking out of the community at certain hours of the night, and you would wonder why you would hear certain things. And
Oh
um
yeah.
yeah,
Weren't you
and
talking about this the other day with that crab thing?
this kind of on that level with that, but this one isn't about a crowd though.
Oh, another
um
one. Oh, it's scary time. Get your blanket, Deb.
get your blanket. Yeah, they would always tell you like, don't walk out of the settlement in the nighttime, or you know get in your house at certain hours, and you would wonder why. And
Is that
well,
scary music for your story? Can you hear the music?
yes. So
building,
I, rem-
building the
I rem-
anticipation.
so
Keep going, Temper.
yes, I remember this one particular night. I decided to chill. I gone really beyond my time, because normally I do try to get it at a certain time, but
Take
it
it
was
down a
even
little
when
bit.
I decided to just walk, and I end up meaning to walk that far, but I end up walking, and I saw the time getting like around 10:30, 11ish, and I'm like, I can make that trot. So just thinking, I said, you know what? All right, time to go. So it's after 11 now. I walking through now. The first thing I had to pass on the edge of the settlement is like, I won't say on the edge, but basically in the settlement is a graveyard. And only me on the road now. I gotta pass. So I ain't thinking nothing about it. But I pass it anyway. So when I
I'm
didn't
getting
pass,
nervous.
yeah. So when I passed the first one, it didn't really dawn on me, because I ain't thinking nothing about it. Now here it is. When I gotta pass the second one, there's no more light.
Whoa.
So I gotta walk. I gotta walk in the dark. But I used a little tug man, so them type of things don't even move me. So now I walking right. So I remember one of my relatives. He told me the story about the lady that followed him home.
The what?
The woman that followed him home.
You heard.
Oh no, the
So
music's making this even more intense.
so now I remember being like, and I didn't walk through some thick darkness now. I could almost like tear the darkness with my hand. So I remember when I get like, I wouldn't say the peak of the darkness, but it's like where the darkness starts to get extra dark now, because I coming up to my zone now. So I know it ain't no light in the area. So I remember hearing this tap behind me, like a heel,
Oh.
like a tap. And I remember every step I make, I try to listen to know if it's my foot hitting the road making this sound, because I'm a critical thinker. I'm saying to myself, why am I just hearing this sound?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've been walking. Was I walking and singing that loud? I'm like, no, I wasn't singing. I was just holding a meditation and walking. But now I can hear this tap, 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 tap. And I'm like, what the hell? So automatically I start getting goosebumps, and my head my head start to swell, and I'm like, oh shimmy. So
What'd you say? Your head started to swell?
yeah, when I say that, like when you get that feeling like
Oh yeah.
all the hair on your head start to stand up. So it's now it's feeling like it isn't an adrenaline rush, but it's a feeling that I know now that I'm not alone on the road, but it's only me on the road. And it's going into the midnight. I know I done passed 2 whole graveyards. And I know the people who done live longer than me, they will tell you that it isn't good to be walking, you know, coming out of the settlement or going into the settlement at certain hours. And, you know, it never really dawned on me until now that I'm getting the natural experience. And like I say now, all the goosebumps and on my hands, all on my neck, all the hair on my head standing up, everything standing up on me. And I'm like, okay, I could feel the presence of evil now. This ain't right. And I looking at how far I am from home, and I'm like, if I run, I don't want this thing to run behind me.
Oh.
And so I started to try to speed up my walking, but as I speed up, it's keeping time with me. Top, 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 top. I'm like, oh shit. I said, no, I don't even know what to do. I say, I in a jam dread. I say, no, this shit following me. And yeah, and you know what make it even worse is like when I get around the corner, it's like I didn't hear it no more. So I'm like, okay, I could make a little run. I thinking to myself, I maybe I could make a run for it, but I don't know what could happen when I run. I already know what could happen. It could feel like all hell break loose behind me, and if I stop, I feel as though it could be a problem. So I say I ain't gonna run because I don't know I paranoid right now. I don't hear what I ain't supposed to hear. It's only me in the middle of the night walking on the road, and I in some dark areas. Now, little that I know,
Where did you
there's another family buried, but I learned this later on that I was passing more graves and I didn't even know. Because you know they're way up in the bush. So what happened is when I heard the tapping stop, I figured everything clear. So my walk kind of eased up, but then I still had a little speed on because I'm saying if I could keep this up, I'll be home in no time. So what I heard was the bush start overhead of me as if something walking through the bush coming towards me, like to intercept me in the front of me. And I'm like, what the hell? Like I could literally hear, and this is no joke, this is when I start to freak out because this was like, I don't know if you ever heard the sound of someone walking through the forest and mashing dry twigs and stuff like that. We don't have wild animals. We don't have no bears and lions and, you know, them type of stuff, dingoes, and we don't have that. And I know the sound of a crab walking. I know the sound of a centipede walking over dry leaves, you know. I know these sounds. But this was like literal bush opening up and bush mashing and bush tearing, and you could hear the bush opening up, and I could literally now see, because, you know, I'm standing there frozen in fear. Like, what the hell is this coming? And instead of me saying, right, so it's instead of me saying run, I'm just frozen in fear, like first the tapping behind me, and now the bushes, and it was already dark. So for me to start to see the bush opening, that means it was already close enough.
Oh yeah.
So see, I getting goosebumps right now. So
what are you doing?
So even though I standing there now, I standing there trying to say like, what the hell? I contemplating like, foot move, start running.
Ugh.
So what I did was I ended up walking past it. Like, I don't know how I got so brave, but I walked past looking, hoping not to see something look back at me. But all I could hear was the bush start to open, like it isn't coming towards me no more because I've already walked past it. It's like it's walking now parallel in the bush with me. So that's at that moment, that's when I decided to break off running.
And you broke free of the freeze?
Yeah, that's the moment. Like I already broke free of the freeze. I started to walk past where I heard the noise, but after I realized it wasn't coming towards me anymore. The pattern shift and it started to walk in the bush parallel with me on the road.
No, no, no.
That's when I decided, you know what? I gotta start running. I don't know what the hell this is. I gone. And as I started to run, I could hear the stomping in the bush, the bam, 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 bam.
It
And
was the Flintstones. Sorry.
it was like something was running in the bush because you could hear the bush moving and you could hear the bush moving. And I'm like, you know what? I can't wait because by where I am, I know there's a light. So I literally shoot straight up the yard, and I couldn't wait to tell my grandmother in the morning. I couldn't wait to tell her. Like I
Bet
could
you
not
got
wait
in
to tell her.
trouble.
And that morning, like first thing in the morning, because I didn't want to wake her that night. I didn't even want to actually go inside her house because, like I say, I didn't even know what followed me. So that morning, I just woke up and sun was up, and I just went and I was like, "Hey, Grammy, boy, you wouldn't believe what happened to me last night." And she looked at me and looked at me, and she said, "What?" I say, "Man, I was walking, late last night," and she say, "And I tell you, don't walk that road late in the night." I
Whoa.
say, "Yeah, but that ain't the thing." Then she started telling me about, the woman that followed my other relative home, and the woman stood out to the gate, and she had to ask him, like, what type of person you is, we have manners and respect. Why you leave your guests out to the road? And he was like, I ain't bring no guests. And she was like, well, that woman who was walking with you, that ain't your guest. Why she stayed at the road? And then when she looked out there, the person was gone. And he looked and he saw the person, but then when he looked back, the person was gone. So she started telling me that story, and that story I've heard before because apparently he told that. But then when I told her what happened to me, all she said was, "You lucky."
Oh. That's rough. Oh.
That's all she said. She said I was very lucky because I tell her it started running in the bush. She said, "Yeah, you lucky."
Yeah, but you didn't do it again, did you?
No, mom.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
No, mom. You would not see me walking out on no road 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the no, sir.
You need to listen to your
It's
Grammy.
things that would take over. It's things that would move. What I learned, maneuver in the night more than in the day. So when it's nighttime, carry your hip in your bed and sleep, and let the people who roam the night roam the night.
Oh,
my
I
God.
like that. I like that. Hey, Nick, you're back.
Oh, I was here the whole time playing
I figured that,
some
playing with your
sound
music,
effects.
and you. I was
I've been back for
Yeah.
ages.
Yeah,
when
so
you were
that's
saying bam, 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 bam in the bush. I was like, all I could think of was the Flintstones.
yeah, because you can hear something like literally stomping, and the stomping getting violent and violent because you could hear like when you hearing twigs on the ground breaking, but now when you hearing trees breaking and you hearing the I'm like,
Oh,
what the hell? But the funny,
interdimensional, mate.
but
Interdimensional.
that's weird to me because the funny thing about it, when I woke up and and tell the story and all, when I look at the bush and all, it's like you could literally see the pathway. You could literally see the pathway, like something was tearing through the bush. I'm like, wow. I said, but this thing is real. I said, yeah, when them old people tell you certain things who done live longer than you, you better understand it's for a reason.
Oh yeah. It sounds like a Yeti story. Oh, that's an Australian version. We call them Yetis. What do you call them over there?
Well, we don't actually have them. What we actually have is actual spirits that you literally get to see at a certain time. Like, for what I learned, in this aspect, that back in the days, a lot of people, when they died, they never got cut open. They never went through that procedure. So when you go in the ground, your spirit is strong. You're really, really strong. But see how my dog barking out there.
Yeah, I love dogs. Don't worry.
But
that means something's there.
Right. But in this day and time, when you go on the ice and you get the cut open and all of that embalming and stuff, it makes you weak. So
I want to speak to you about something quickly on that very subject, because you just brought this up in me. Does that mean, and this is a deep dive into it, just a thought that popped into my head, when we get autopsies, that's some kind of soul stealing?
What it does is it weakens you as the spirit. You can't really maneuver like how you would maneuver. You would be like, you can't put that, like, you can't really materialize. Yeah, like these things will really be holding you down because a part of you is missing and stuff like that. So yeah, your spirit wouldn't be as strong. But
you've got me thinking now.
Right, because I literally, I have a good content creator friend. I can't expose his videos because we've never talked on that level, but spiritually, he can see the same thing I see. And basically, I watched some of his videos, like I watched one today, and he was showing a graveyard, and when he spun the camera, you literally saw the spirit walk from one side to the next side behind the tree. You literally saw the spirit walk from one side to the other. And in that video again, I was watching it because I love to watch and see, because I could see when they moving. And in the top in the mountain, you could see the white shadow. And then when the man said, "Shh, let's stop talking certain things," the shadow moved within the space of lightning, like, whew.
Oh no. Thank you, Mary. Good night, love.
Alright, Reggie.
Night, Mary.
But yeah, you literally could see them type of things.
You should have come up, Mary.
But yeah, your spirit is weaker. But what I'm gonna say is, when you look at some of the videos and some of the grounds that you look at, like some of the gravestones have no marking; they're just like the pile of stones on each other, like Parkstone days, and you could literally see when some of the ancestors literally appear with their crocus bag and their hat on their head, like out of nowhere, and you literally watch them walk in the bush and fade away. Like right before your eyes, just disappear. Poof.
Creepy.
Yeah. So understanding these things. Yeah. As even the pouring of libations, the pouring of the rum on the ground and stuff to offer the people into the ground, because you break in the ground. All this is part of rituals and ceremonies, but people think you just could go bury these people and like that. Well, if it's such a thing like that, well, why you have to pray over the grave and do all the last rites and stuff? It was just so simple to just rest a man in the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, so it isn't so simple. So yeah, well, that part I kind of learned some. When the people who go in the ground hole, their spirit is stronger, almost like in Ghost, like how he had to teach that fella to flick the thingum, how to use his energy. Well, they more strong in that area. Like they could hold you, they could squeeze you. Like they have that type of power because they still hold. They gone in the ground.
Oh my God! Hello, Darlene. Can you please read Darlene's comment?
Hi, I've been listening. I took a photo of my house.
Oh goodness!
There were faces in the window. Yeah, I've actually had a friend who literally was telling me about some of the things they was experiencing within their home. And I told them to take a picture and send it to me. And within one of the pictures, there was someone in the room behind the curtain. in another picture, there were like 10 to 15 faces within the china closet, showing in the china closet mirror. They took another picture with them sitting down outside their home, and you could see all the faces. Her mom was even in the picture, sitting down right beside her.
Oh my God.
And when I showed her the picture, because I have certain apps that I could tweak pictures. But before I even tweaked the picture, I just zoomed the picture in and I just used my natural eyes to see what I see. When I looked, I saw, and the thing about it, what appeared in the picture, the final picture with us sitting outside, there was a picture of basically members of our own family. Their faces appeared in the picture.
Wow.
Very odd looking picture on the end, odd image in the end. And that was the image what was to really be the hyper focus on the picture, because the picture was literally showing her that these are the people who are, fighting you in your life. These are people who have, their hands in your life.
Mhm.
But here it is, there's your mom on the side, you always the guardian angel, and just the one who holding back all the fire they really trying to put on you.
We're going deep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, real deep. Real deep. But that's normal. That's not that that eventually that's what happens, isn't it, Temper?
yeah, eventually it happens. So that's why I was really curious about that church, Nick, because I would love to see the type of images that be flashing in and out of there around the property, because a lot of lives was lost around there.
Oh, so many, and some very strange. I really pulled out some good stories from that area and that era. There was even a story about a young girl where something almost happened to her,
Ooh.
but it didn't happen because the man that tried to do it to her got a bit of a shock when she fought back, because she was tougher than he had imagined she was. She was a
Wow, that's
pioneer
a brilliant
child. Yeah, she
story.
fought back and she injured him and she ran away and she got a mob of people to come back and find him and point him out.
Oh yeah.
And
Now
when I
that.
read
Ooh.
that story was from the 1800s, and I was sitting there going, "Oh my God.
And do you know
Wow."
what? My brain just flashed forward and said, what changed that our kids don't? And you know what? It's that whole thing of things like, and you give Uncle so and so a kiss and you can sit on his knee. No,
Mhm.
don't be rude.
Yep.
Like, hold on a minute. Kids have got instincts.
hmm And to properly give you the answer to your question, Sam. When I have I won't say when I have, but before I say when I have, there are people that who I know personally, who like I say, they deal with certain things, and when I say know them personally, they ain't my friend or nothing like that. I say, well, I down with what they deal with, but when I have an open mind like this,
Mhm.
I have people on all ranges that I could talk to, on all ranges, but when I've seen certain things, and when they've literally performed certain things, and they could tell you that they would prefer when they want certain things done, they have their reasons of why they go for certain spirits to do their work. And they would normally go for one who was way back in the day.
Mhm.
Someone who's whole, someone who's strong, and they, according to the life they live, they know that that person wouldn't be too hard to persuade to do what they want, but it wouldn't be a good person they use.
Mhm.
But if they have a way of turning, your mother against you, your mom passed away, they have a way of turning your mom's spirit against you and stuff like that. But normally you would hear them say they would go for someone who, who went downhole because they stronger rather than someone who been on ice. So
Hey, hey, Margie, you have to yell. You have to yell louder for Temper to stop talking and have a look at the screen.
hey, Fluff.
I was hanging around. I had the comment pause there for a while, and I'm like, nah, he's going to keep talking. It's all right.
Nope, I wasn't actually. I was walking through just now, so I didn't move from the screen.
Oh, okay. Hey, Margie. Hey, Fluffy. How you
Fluffy,
doing?
good to see you, sis.
Hello, Fluffy.
Just a hair, yeah.
Yeah, sis.
Mary's dealing with her fan that she may have just broken a little bit, and that won't be good for her. Hopefully, it still works. Mary.
Don't worry, Mary. I'm still your fan.
I'm
full of dad jokes.
Yeah, she was just here. Yeah, seriously, you missed her by a bee's. You know what?
What, 20 minutes? 15 minutes?
No, it was sooner than that. It was like minute. It was 6:22. It was like 4 minutes. 3 minutes. You missed it. You missed her by 3 minutes.
So next I may seeing that you and Samuel, I may send you that. I may send you one of them video. I don't know which one I can send you, but it may be trust me, it's some crazy ones now. You go witness some things, and you be like, so is this green screen? Is this reality? What did I just see?
Wow.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. When you see right before your eyes, people like down here having a conversation, but when you look way up in the background, you could see what's really going on. You could see like the white entity, like the form of it. You could see it shifting into like a whole cow, then turning back.
I must admit, I've never seen anything like that.
Right, then it's turning right back to the original form. Then it's shooting off, disappearing, coming back, turning back to the form, then turning back to a man, then switching over to. Yeah, I could show you all some crazy things, but like I say, I could just share that video with Nick, and Nick could show it with you.
I firmly believe you. I've heard some ripping stories. I've fallen down some rabbit holes in my time. In fact, my partner sees things. And we had a couple of really strange events since we've been together. And we've been together for quite a long time. Yeah. Like one time, I just said her name. There you go. So one time, Em saw me walk up to the glass door, where she was sitting outside, and we've got a big roller glass door that you come out through the lounge to past the kitchen and get outside. And she saw me come up to that door and then just disappear. And then I walked out about a minute later in different clothing.
What?
Yep. I went, oh my God, you're seeing time slips or something.
Oh my God, indeed.
Serious crazy. I've got videos in my lounge room where I'm filming the dogs. I think I put it on my channel of orbs flying around all around the room.
Yes, that's a sign. Was a reality, but to really check out some. I've told Nick this before. Let me ask you: do you think that there are more people buried in the earth or on top of the earth, or alive on earth or in the earth? Which one you think?
Oh, I know straight away, but I'm not jumping in. Have a go, Nick.
Well, there's more people buried in the earth than what on the earth.
Oh yeah, by trillions.
So you could imagine that. Put it in this perspective: earth and bury out. So even some of the buildings we live in as apartment or condos, some of these places was asylums. Some of these places were mental institutions where nothing good happened. Some of these places were nut houses. Some of these places were morgues. Some of these places were, mortician rooms. And you got to understand, like, even if that ain't the case, a lot of these places where we living on top of graves too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they're still uncovering places that were 13,000 years, buried.
That's right. Now, I've got a prediction that I'm going to make here and now today on this channel of mine, right? We're not going to be able to get this girl off panels now. I can just feel it. Can you feel it, Timber?
Hey, suckers, you're stuck with
I can
me.
feel it.
The ego has risen.
The ego has landed.
I'm warning you.
So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Bringing it out here.
I
See
love
that
you.
little piece,
Thank you.
that
Thank
little
you,
piece
guys.
of
I mean
that
that.
little
And
piece of
again,
fail you had gone.
well,
Yeah.
thank you again for playing my song on your channel today. Nick for playing it and Temper for letting it be. That was huge. I was like, when I picked up my girl, I was like, they played my song.
To the world. To the world.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to wrap this up soon because I'm starving.
Yeah, you're a
and
hungry hippo.
I don't know how long I've been on this YouTube platform. We were live. I've been
hitting 3 hours now.
Yeah.
No. We
Yeah,
already
2
did 4
minutes.
hours with
Yeah,
Temper.
you did 4 before that. So you're heading up 7 hours now.
Yeah, I'm done now.
Yeah.
I'm done
Sorry,
now.
I took
I'm
over
like,
your show.
no, that's okay. I wanted to give you the opportunity to break the seal and
So to speak.
come up and see that it wasn't scary and
We
you did
really
really
waiting
well.
on not joking to me now.
What up?
Say again?
I say we only waiting on not joking to me now. It'll be her time next. His time next.
Yes.
And get to know Stop is over in your chat saying what up. And
What's up, G2K? Yeah, that's my next big brother right there.
yep. And
who is that person?
G2K, get to know.
Now, can you tell me, because I can't read it, can you read the slogan on that avatar or the thing he's got there on his name? What's it say? Behind his, was he the person on your show earlier?
yep.
Yes, that is G2K.
Right. Now, written across his name sticker is a slogan. It was something I can't, but it's
Get
brilliant.
to know. Oh, stand tough on pedophilia.
Yes, but it's but be careful saying that, sweetie.
Yeah, I don't want that word on my channel.
Yeah,
You can't say
on
PDF,
YouTube you have to say PDF file.
Yeah, PDF.
PDF file, but that spoils his acronym.
Yeah, I'm with you. But no, there was another slogan. If it's the person I'm thinking of, and it got me. I was reading that's the thing that's written across behind is it DDK or did you say?
G2K?
G2K. It's written on that same sticker. I'm sure there was something there when he was up earlier. It's a little slogan, 2 lines.
Get to know Stop.
Something else.
I don't
Maybe
know,
it was
Sam,
someone else that was up. Sorry.
but
Off on a
yeah.
tangent.
So, is his name Randy?
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. Yeah, you're over. We're actually streaming from my channel. So,
You have to come over to Neck Mountain Goat.
yeah, but I'm about to wrap this up. Oh, my eyeballs are hanging out of my head. Yeah, I'm starving. We've been going at this for 7 hours now, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, you two, I'm going to leave you with it and let you both sign off together. Thank you. This has been so much fun.
Well, thanks. Come back again, and
I will.
now you can.
Well, that's another good content creator. You need to get to know those G2K. He's also a poet, a survivor.
Oh, now you're talking my soul.
Yeah, his channel stands, to bring awareness to the situation of, the teleporting and, missing kids situations.
Hey, go and check out some of my songs, mate, because that's the stuff I write about.
All right, now I don't have Aaron's link to drop it in the chat for you, Sam. And Temper is being a terrible mod for me today, and he didn't bring it with him, so I'm struggling to get it and help you all
right.
out with each
other. I could drop down.
All right, I'm gonna nick off.
All right.
Love you both. Thank you again.
All right, no worries.
In the chat, you're gorgeous. Stay you, because we're awesome.
27 hours long. I'm sorry. thanks, Sam. 20. I have done 2 live streams that were over 27 hours long. Well, that's a marathon, man, and I can't do that. That's just not without food anyway. Not without food. And yes, thank you, Sam, for getting brave enough to come up and show up and hit that link. And good on you. I'm proud of you. Do it again. And you're always welcome, and we're always so happy to see you, Debbie. Thank you, Spooky Temp. Yeah, Mayat.
Yeah, guys, it was lovely chilling with y'all. I enjoy the moments. I enjoy the vibes. Yeah, Sam, you're always welcome. Even when my partner, when you see me go live, you could pop on up. Don't be a stranger. But next, I could give you the floor. I could pop down so I could drop G2K link in the chat.
All right, I'll give you enough time to do that before I close the live stream and end it. So, yep, thanks, Temper. It's always good spending some time with you. And, yep, he's left me here. Here we are, me by myself. So unusual. It's so unusual. Oh, that's too small. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get bigger. Oh, wow. Here we go. That's better. All right. So, yep. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Temper. Thanks to everyone that turned up and showed up. It's been a long 7 hours, 4 hours over on Temper's channel, 3 hours over here. And I'll just wait for sleep. Well, I've got to eat first. I'm not going to sleep yet. It's only 20 to 7. Debbie, and you sleep well, mate. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'm just going to give Temper enough time to drop the link in the chat for, there we go. Good on you, Temper. There you go, Sam. There you go, everyone. If you want to go and subscribe to G2K's channel, who was up on Temper's panel earlier today or earlier, sorry, I'm sounding tired now. I forgot I'm the only one who drills early. Yeah, it's only you, love. But I'm sure that after I eat some food and sit on my couch, I will be meeting you in the drill zone, Debbie, for sure. Now, I have to remember to book in my song for its premiere, just in case I'm asleep when it happens. I'm going to have a quick look to see when that full moon is going to pop up again, because the countdown is on now. Let me see. Just a moment. Come on, man. No, my eyeballs are not working anymore. They do not want to work. Right. Full moon is in 11 hours, 56 minutes. All right. It's 99.7361% full. 99.7. No, don't make me fight you. It's in 11. It is in 11 hours, 56 minutes. I have an app on my phone. I'll fight you on that, Aaron. I'll fight you on that. Definitely in less than 12 hours now, just under 12 hours. All right. Thanks, guys. That's it. Thanks for coming. And yep, thank you, everyone. 4:41 a.m. Margie, you, Grand Rising. Thanks to all the insomniacs that joined us, Mayat. And, well, you and I are both correct. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And Sam, would you like to hear that song before you leave? Let me see here. I will play this for you. What are we playing? Spooky music? No. Nothing. All right, here you go. Here is my new song, Push Until Something Happens. Enjoy.
Some days feel like a long goodbye, like I'm walking under a heavy sky. Dreams don't come when you call them once. You gotta show up, give it all you got. Got no map, just faith and flame. Been falling down, but I rise the same. The world don't bend for a quiet cry, so I stand up loud with fire in my eye. Go push until something happens. Keep moving through the madness, change. Don't come in silence, gotta shake the ground, break the patterns. Push till the breakthrough's here. Through every doubt, through every fear, keep on pushing, don't give up the fight. The darkest road still leads to light. They say be patient, but time moves slow when you're planting seeds and nothing grows. But roots run deep where the eyes can't see, and storms make way for clarity. I've been knocked down, I've been ignored, I've screamed to a sky that said nothing before. But now I know it ain't in vain. Pressure makes diamonds from pain. Push until something happens. Keep moving through the madness, change. Don't come in silence, gotta shake the ground, break the patterns. Push till the chains don't fall. No such thing as too small. Keep on pushing, keep your soul in sight. You were born for this kind of fight. Push through the no's, push through the slow. Push when you're tired and feeling low. Push with your heart, push with your mind. Push cause the universe answers in time. When the weight gets heavy, push. When your spirit's unsteady, push. When they say you won't win, push. Let the breakthrough begin. Push until something happens, even when your soul feels flattened. Cry, scream, sing or pray, but push, baby, anyway. Push till the doors swing wide. You've got fire and truth inside. Keep pushing, push with grace. You're one breath away from a brand new place.
Every miracle starts with motion.
Push until something opens.
All right, that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. Catch you next time. Hit that like on your way out. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Mountain Goat Productions, bringing something different to you.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Mountain Goat Productions.